good morning, good morning, and welcome back to my channel. I'm looking like a hot mess this morning, but night before last, my stomach was hurting really super bad, and I was like, I want to watch something where, you know, uh, maybe someone's hurting more than me, so I can get my mind off of my stomach just absolutely burning and cramping and all up in my ribs and stuff. And it's because I ate meat and I think I'm allergic to meat. I'm getting ready to go to the doctor and find out what's going on. But anyway, I was up all night, pretty much crying. I have two chairs, so I had this one chair laying here with my legs over on it, and I'm laying back like this, just like watching stuff. And I come on to the BBLs, and I'm like, okay, I'll watch this. So I start watching it, but then I start investigating because I start noticing that the girls are talking about how the procedures that they do in these recovery homes, one in particular, of with their medication. And I'm like, hang on, I'm a certified medication aide. I've been one since 1994. And you cannot share medication, give medication, touch other people's medication, or nothing like that. But as I'm watching this one girl's story, she starting talking about it. And it's like right in the middle of it, she's just like, and so they give me this medication and they tell you that you have to pay for that they have to take pills out of yours and give to other people and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I don't care what procedure you get done. I don't care where you get it done. But in the United States of America, when you get prescribed Percocets, which is usually what they're prescribed, no one can touch your medication. You're not allowed to give out medication to other people. They're not allowed to take your medication. So I just see that tidbit. Then I go and I research a little bit more and I find another lady and she's like talking about how hers got stolen. And I'm like, this is crazy. Now, both of these things happened in Miami, Florida, you know, and I'm just like, what are these people doing at these homes? Like, what in the heck is actually going on, in these recovery homes or whatever? So, this other lady that I just now found, and she's talking about BBL horror story. Um, she I just now started watching it, but she's talking about how her meds got stolen. That's the first thing she says is, I never believed my meds would get stolen. My Percocet would get stolen. Now, you got to understand, like, they are cutting you open. They are doing all kinds of stuff to you, injecting you and stuff like that. This is a major procedure. It takes months to heal, months to get yourself, even almost practically a year, to get yourself back to your normal self. It's a major procedure. But there's something going on with the industry of the medication, you know, pain medication. I've never heard of this one girl who came from, she went all the way to Miami, and I'm trying to think of, I can't even think this morning. Hello, Betty. My friend lives there, but anyway, Canada. And she starts talking about how she was picked up and all this weird stuff. And this other girl is like, just had surgery, isn't nice to her. Of course, well, of course not. They drive around with these people who have these surgeries done for like 2-3 hours at a time, picking up other people and stuff. Very, very, very dangerous, these homes are doing. And then on top of that, they're taking your medication, they're giving it to other people, and they're charging you out the wazoo. It's a real shady deal. But then this other girl is talking about how she got hers stolen while she was there. So, and then we're going to watch one where she actually documented the whole entire thing. And, it's a horror story. Like, I sit here, I was in a lot of pain when I was watching it, and like I felt like death, and I was like, man, I can't even imagine going and like having it done. But then I also saw a bunch of people that have lost their lives by having the BBLs done. Now, this is the thing, ladies. If you're wanting a BBL, do it for yourself. Don't do it for Instagram people and, things like that, because, or the Kardashians who swear that they've never had surgery, which, honey, your waist don't get cinched up like a Barbie doll and your ass plopped out automatically. You're not born that way. No woman looks like that. It's just impossible. They've had it done, all of them, and they just, and why they lie, I don't know. I have no idea why you even lie about it. Just tell the damn truth. Yeah, I had this done, blah, 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 this done, this done, this done, you know, um, because all these girls now want to go, in their 20s, and they all want to have this perfect cinched in, little waist, at like a 21, 22 little waist. And it's weird because when I was in my 20s and 30s, I was a size zero. I already had that cinched in waist. I already had the abs, stuff like that. And like I said, before I got my boob job done, which has been um, almost 22 years ago now, I researched for 3 years before I ever got it done. And the only reason I got it done was for me. It wasn't for anybody else. It was for me. I had no hips, no butt, no boobs, and I looked like a boy. And I just wanted to be proportioned and look like a woman. Going in the second time, because I had it done twice, going in the second time, I should have never went in the second time, because once they dropped into the breast canal, now they're 34 triple Ds. And it's like, they're way too big for me. You can't tell it in the clothes that I wear and stuff like that. It just depends on what I'm wearing as to if you can see them, or not. But they put them up real high up here. If it's a good surgeon, they'll put them up real high. And then, it took 10 years, and then they drop into your breast canal. Your breast canal is right here, right? So they dropped perfect. They're perfect. The problem is I just wished I would have went with the first time instead of, because I thought, oh my gosh, I can't even fit into the bikini because they gave me a B. It was 250 and 275 cc's. What I originally wanted, what I had researched, and I found a girl that had the same age as me, same as many kids, same height, same weight, same build, same breast before, and same breast after. And she had 450 and 475. Now, at first, the doctor told me, no, that would be too big for me, yada, yada. Well, once I got it done the second time, I had to wait 4 months after getting it done the first time. Once I got it done the second time, I could actually fit into, the swimming suit that I wanted and stuff. But they don't tell you that after a certain amount of time under the muscle, they're going to drop, they're going to drop into your breast canal. And when they drop into your breast canal, the morning that mine dropped, like I went to put my bra on and my bra no longer fit. I went to Victoria's Secret and I was like, what is going on? She's like, did you have another boob job? I was like, no. And then she was like, oh, they must have dropped because now you're not a D, Betty. You're a triple D. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So if I would have went with the first time, even though he made me a big B, a little C, by the time they dropped, they would have been a D. However, I'm not really complaining. They don't hurt my back and stuff like that, so I'm not really complaining. But I am complaining about this, is that as I was doing this research, I was also watching where this woman has 1.2 million subscribers on Instagram because she shows her cellulite, she shows her butt, she says, don't doctor your photos, which I don't even know how these people doctor their photos. I get told all the time, Betty, you're using filters. No, There is a thing on my when I record, and it just says smoothing. All it does is smooth. That's it. It just smooths my face. That's it. I ain't changing my body. I ain't singeing things up. But anyway, supposedly there's a way that you can go in and you can singe your waist up. You can make your ass bigger. You can do all these weird things that I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do, and I don't want to do it. And, when I put my bikini on that day and I danced and stuff, it was to show you ladies that your body is beautiful. You don't have to change it, and you don't have to look like a Barbie doll. And there wasn't a filter or anything. I've got stretch marks from having my kids. People's got stretch marks and never had children on their abs, on their sides. That's the only place I really got stretch marks was on my ass. Another thing, when you get this Brazilian butt lift, is you will have cellulite. Cellulite is normal. It's a normal thing for women. But back to the woman of Instagram that was telling women, don't doctor your photos. Come to find out, she doctored her photos. She would cinch in her waist. She would suck in, she would slide her belly down, and then when they would actually show photos, or like on the beach where she didn't Instagram the photos, like her belly was sticking out a little bit, like normal women, and I mean, I understand that people want to look a certain way, but just remember these surgeries are very, very dangerous, and some people are losing their lives over them. The aftercare is the most important. You've got to have these massages. Another thing I want to say is that it's been about 20 years now or so. My mom had liposuction done, a tummy tuck done, and all this stuff for like $30,000. I took care of my mom as this was going on and she had done this. She may have been, I believe, almost 40, something like that. But the thing is, and my best friend's mom did it around the same time as my mom. But the thing is that they didn't do like sculpting or anything like that. And my mom's body went right back to what it was before. And then like 5 years later, 10 years later, my mom died, not from the procedure or anything like that. But it's just like she spent all this money to look different, to look like all of this. And she ended up looking like herself. And so the same thing happened, and they went to the same exact doctor, which is weird. My best friend's mom and my mom went to the same doctor. They didn't know each other. They came out with the same results. My best friend's mom's still alive, and she's still big and round and like as if she never had a tummy tuck, as if, and I don't know if because back then they didn't tell you about sculpting and massage and all this stuff that goes with it, because back then they probably didn't know that that's stuff that you have to do in order to, get all of the fluid out of you and push the fluid out of you and like shape your abs and like shape everything down. Because if you don't get that done, like I said, you go right back to what you look like before. And if you gain weight, you look the exact same. But there are a lot of dangers to having a BBL done, liposuction, tummy tuck, mommy makeover, whatever. And I understand that, I don't knock anybody who wants to have any kind of surgeries or anything like that, because that's on you. If that's what you feel like you want to do, just like I wanted to have a breast augmentation, I did it for myself, I didn't do it for anyone else. I did it for me. But I wish I would have stayed with the first one. I wished I wouldn't have been like, no, you didn't do this right. And I wish I would have stayed with the first one. But I don't know. Sometimes we want things right then and there. And so we get upset. We go back. I went back. The doctor was like, okay, I won't charge you for my services, but you will be charged for the anesthesia. Now, mind you, my breast augmentation was only going to be $3,000, But by the time it was said and done, it was like $4,500 because I had to pay another $1,500 for the anesthesia and everything else. Now, I do want to say, when it came to the breast augmentation and stuff, they put a wrap around you and stuff like that. But even the first and the second one, I was up taking care of my kids, doing normal activities, a little bit of pain, not a whole lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I wasn't on the couch dying. Um, Matter of fact, I don't even think I took the pain pills. The first time they gave me morphine, and my body's not good with morphine. So the second time I was like, I want you to give me Darvocet. And so they gave me Darvocet, and it was a much more pleasant experience, with, because it felt like my body was like craving that morphine, and it was just a weird, weird sensation, just very strange. But I ended up healing very, very quickly. Um, Honestly, the next day I was up doing my normal routines, taking my kids to school, getting my kids ready for school. But I've heard horror stories of women where they're on the couch for a month after having augmentation. So I think it all depends on your body. Mind you, this was back when I was 27 years old. So, this is like, what, 22 years ago? Um, at my age now, 48, almost 49, I wouldn't do nothing. I would not do nothing. I would not want to cinch my waist up to a size 0 again, even though that's what I was most of my life. I dropped 20 pounds just by changing my diet and stuff. And my body went back to, being firm, and I don't have excess skin and all that stuff. And I feel great. And, all but my stomach is really bothering me with like antacid. They said that the last time I went to the doctor, it said something about my stomach is producing way more acid than normal. And I think what has happened is my stomach shrunk, and so it's not digesting the food properly, and it's just full of acid. So if I eat any kind of meat or something, or I eat something spicy, oh, I'm down for the count. I'm down for the count. But anyways, this is how I got on this journey to doing these reaction videos to these BBLs. Now, the one that we're going to watch, where she documented every single bit of it, it's very informative. It is showing you the raw, the ugly, the in between, the everything. The other one, this woman that we're going to start off with right now, because I haven't really watched it, so we're going to watch it together. I'm going to react to it with all of you. She's talking about how it was a promotion, and I guess how you get treated different when you're doing it for a promotional deal. So I guess somebody came to her and was like, hey, would you like to have a BBL done on us? As long as you put it out to your subscribers and this, that, and the third. Kind of like when I do collabs with different companies and stuff like that. Which, by the way, if you guys don't follow me on TikTok, um, in the description or in the link below will be my LinkedIn. Go check it out. I have a store. I have a bunch of stuff on there where I sell for other people. I also have a lot of samples coming in so that I can tell you if it's good or if it's bad. I will tell you, I'm drinking this new coffee, this new mushroom coffee, and I swear the bag is this big. Okay, it's this big, and it's got 10 different mushrooms in it. This is my second day drinking it. Actually, I feel amazing because I tried the one that was one dose or something like that. I think it was. And I tried it for like a month, and yeah, I felt a little bit different and stuff. And I got to where I started craving it, but that stuff is like $36 a month, and you get a bag like this big. Really, it doesn't even last a month. So I thought I would try this. This is also in my store, and I can go get the bag and show you how huge the bag is. And it's like Arabic coffee, so it's like a stronger coffee, instant. Um, the same thing as one dose, same thing as Rise, except this one has 10 different mushrooms in it, that's supposed to help you and things like that. So, without further ado, good morning, good morning, good morning to all of you. I know it's very early, but I go to bed at 6, 7 o'clock at night, and then I get up and I start doing research or I start doing whatever it is. But please put me in your prayers because something is definitely not going good with me. And like I said, my stomach is in like shambles. I can't eat meats. I'm thinking that my daughter, she found out she was allergic to not only dairy products, but meats and all kinds of things. Good morning, Tommy. How are you, babe? And I'm thinking that I'm the same way, and something has happened along the way that has made me allergic to all of this stuff. And it really sucks because I love meat and I love, a nice good steak or a nice hamburger, and I can't eat none of it. Just none of it. And all I did was eat eggs and 3 pieces of sausage. And the sausage is what kept me up all night. I guess the sage in the sausage, I don't know. Um, but I definitely have a doctor's appointment. They're going to be doing blood work. Then I'm going to go to another doctor, get an ultrasound done, because I was prescribed medication there's ports in your stomach that open up the acid. And he said that not only did I have acid in my stomach, but these ports were opening up, adding more acid, which was then making me have the cramps, the burning, and you feel like death. You feel like absolute death. You feel like death. Okay. I don't know how to explain it. If any of you have ever felt like me as to what's going on, I'm almost beginning to think I'm allergic to everything. I don't know if the food's different. I don't know if my body's different. I don't know if something happened. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I have zero makeup on this morning, so I'm not looking like a top model or anything like that, and I'm not trying to, because I try to come on here and be honest and real with all of you. That's why my background is blurred out, because I'm so sick and tired of people saying Betty uses filters. Betty uses filters. No, Betty doesn't. It's just a thing on there that says smooth, and it just smooths you. That's it. A filter is where you actually recreate your whole damn face, and then you also go in and recreate your body. Well, I don't do that, and I don't know how. Again, for the 50th time. However, people are going to say all kinds of shit because of jealousy, because I am 48 years old and I don't look like I'm 48 years old. And I have one wrinkle across my forehead and 2 right up above here. Now, remember, I used to have them right here. They're almost gone. Like you can barely look. See? You can barely see them. But that's by using this. Now, this is also for sale in my showcase, in my store on TikTok, because I bought this through TikTok with my own money. And this thing, I use it every day. I love it. And then whenever I was bigger, I was 20 pounds heavier, I started noticing, if you guys don't remember, that my jaw right here started protruding out a lot more, right? And this is like, since I've lost the weight, but it's like sculpting back up my face like normal, without plastic surgery, without Botox, without, all the fillers or whatever the hell it is that people do. Benny ain't letting that shit touch my face. I don't want needles in my face, and I don't want all that stuff done. I'm lucky I've aged gracefully. I am sorry if you guys think that all of my pictures are photoshopped and shit, but they're not. There is a thing on there. It says smooth. You click it, it smooths you out. That's it. It smooths you out. Um, but people are gonna talk. People are gonna say things. People are rude as fuck, and people are jealous. And whatever. I don't give a shit. Honestly, the only person I like to impress, to be honest with you, is my husband. My husband. But I was really excited that I was able to fit into my corsets because I bought those like 2 years ago from Shein. And that's how I wanted to dress when we went to the car shows, with a cute pair of, blue jean shorts. And my bosoms were too big and around here was too big, and they just wouldn't fit. And now that they fit, like, I love them. I love them. And whoever don't like that, that's on you. I don't give a shit. But that's stuff that I wear in public, like with a little shirt over it, a little half shirt or whatever. But that's what I like to wear. I mean, and listen, bustiers have been out since the 1900s, okay? The 1900s. So get over it. I don't care. So we're gonna get into the first one. We're gonna get into, because I've watched the other ones. The first one we're gonna get into is where she did it as a promotion, okay? And then her medication got stolen. That's all I've gotten to so far on this one. So we're gonna react to that one first. But just remember, ladies, if you get this BBL done and this liposuction and singeing in, or this ab stretch or whatever it is that you get done, do it for you. Okay? Because also I've seen a lot of people that get it done, they're no longer with their boyfriends. I'm not sure what happened, but I just noticed they all become single. They don't have a boyfriend. So just make sure that you do it for yourself. It's something you truly, truly want. It's something you feel in your heart that you want. Because I'm even going to tell you, throughout this journey of watching these ladies, they still didn't like their bodies. Even after they looked perfect, they were still finding a little dent here, a little dent there, a little hardness here. It was like, maybe you have like body dysmorphia or something, maybe it doesn't matter what you do to your body, you're not going to like it, because you're not absolutely perfect. Another thing, if like a part of you, like one side's a little bit higher than the other, even though you get surgery, one side's going to be a little bit higher than the other. I just want you to know that this is just the facts of life. They can't change every single thing. And sometimes that stuff shows up more, because one of the girls, this is what she went through, and her body was a little bit higher, and she thought it would measure her body out. It just doesn't work like that. But anyway, we're going to head on to the woman that did it for a promotion. I'm assuming they came to her and said, hey, we'll give you a free Brazilian butt lift if you do this for a promotion. You give it out to all your subscribers, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to start with that lady. And thanks for hanging out with me at 5:30 in the morning. All right. Where's it at? All right. So she calls it her BBL horror story. Now, we're watching this together because this is my first time. I only got through like 2 minutes of it. So I don't know. We're going to be reacting to this together.
I really paid for all of that, and it was in Long Island, New York. So
okay, hold up. So far it's in Long Island, New York that she got this done. We need to turn this up because I can't hear nothing, and I'm sure if I can't hear nothing, I know none of you can hear anything. Oh yeah, I have it very down. Okay, so let's start over. Let's see what's going on here.
getting surgery in New York is like getting surgery in Beverly Hills. You understand? Getting surgery in Miami is like getting surgery in DR. So, but it was a few reasons why I went to Miami. Like I said, like Miami surgeons, they do give that look that you kind of go for. My surgeon is really great. Like I love his lipo. I love his breasts. I love his work. But again, his prices are a little are outrageous because he's in New York. But he's worth every penny. But it's like I was just like, damn, 17K and up for BBL, or you could get your BBL for 4,500 and wake up alive. All that, like, listen, I'm gonna save me some coins. So that was my decision, and I'm not really sure if that was too much of a good idea. Then I have such a large following now. I create so much reels, and I knew that whoever I will work with or whatever I'll do, I will be filming. So I thought, like, whoever I work with, we might as well come into collaboration because I'm gonna be filming you, and if I film you, the reel is gonna go up, and I'm not tagging you, so you're probably gonna be maybe upset or feel away or want to promote, but it's like I'm not promoting you on my platform. So it was like, let's just collab. So after that, it starts to get real. So all in all, I have been in contact with a coordinator, well, with the manager at Havana Plastic Surgery. I was in cooperation with her. Like, she was nice. You know, sometimes she would take a long time to write back on certain things, but I was just trying to get for the benefit of the doubt. I was in contact with her. So when I was booking my Airbnb, booking my flight, I was running everything by her because I know normally when you get these surgeries, they want you to stay like 7 to 14 days or whatever. But I was telling her, she was saying, you can come Monday, you'll have your pre-op Monday, surgery Tuesday, and you can fly home on Friday. And I was like, really? I'm going to be okay to fly? She was like, yes, I promise you, you can do that. I was telling her, like, right before I booked my flight, I was like, hey, are you sure I could fly in Monday, leave Friday, and that's 100% safe? She was like, yes, you're good to go. Before I booked my Airbnb, I said, hey, just want to make sure that Monday to Friday is safe. She said, yes, you're good to go. I said, okay. So I'm like, okay, so I book it Monday to Friday. Boom. All of this will make sense in a minute. So anyway, let's talk about when I actually flew into Miami and I got there. So my flight was great. Flew Delta, boom, 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 landed. I got to Havana Plastic Surgery. Now, when I walked into the surgery center, I'm like, hi, because I just have a bubbly spirit. Like, if you guys don't already know, y'all see just how lively I am, my soul, my spirit. Like, I'm like, hey. They're like, hi. I'm just like, okay, they already turned me off right there because I just feel like any surgery center, like whoever you hire at the front desk, they should be top notch. Like, fuck the influencer, fuck social media, all of that. Like, whoever you have at your front desk at a surgery place, I feel like they should give top notch service because people are coming in with so much anxiety. I wasn't scared or I didn't have fear, but there are women who are full of fear, full of anxiety, or they're spending thousands of dollars. And service should just be top notch. Like, I've been running businesses since 2014. I have yet to have a bad review. You've never saw nobody say, girl, you ain't never shipped my stuff. Is nobody who can ever say anything like that to me because I don't play with people who spend money with me and support me. And I feel like businesses just.
Okay, so she is correct on that because of the fact that they're from, what I'm seeing, these are younger girls, in their early 20 to, 30. They are scared. They've never had surgery before. They don't know what's going on. And I believe that she is correct. The people should treat you with respect. They should be nice to you, and act like they're happy that you're there. I don't know why somebody would be so mean and distant and stuff, especially at a front desk when there is women coming in and they are stressed out and they are nervous, they are anxious, they don't know what really to expect. That's when I think you should be on top notch, being kind and nice to these girls. That's my opinion, but that's how it should be. I mean, I know when I went and got my breast augmentation done, they were so, so good to me. And it was right here where I live, in the, just about 45 minutes, but in the town I lived in, it was right there. So I was like able to go home and stuff. And they were so sweet to me. And it makes a big difference whenever you go in and the people treat you like a human being and they understand that you're scared and they understand what's going on with you. They should already know, actually. But hello, we're talking about rude ass people here. You know what I mean?
be bugging. Because it's like, I'm looking in like, hey, I got all the energy. Y'all like, hi. It's like, if you don't like your job, you got to get a new one, especially in this field. Like, people with nasty attitudes in the medical field and health fields just be losing me. So they're like young Spanish girls. They don't like their job, apparently. So that really, really turned me off. So anyway, she just like, yeah, come over here. You got to get weighed. And then she just got an attitude. She don't know what's going on. She don't even know that I'm here for promo, but it doesn't matter. I don't care if I'm there for promo. Like, you should treat anybody with respect that walks through these doors, because they're spending thousands of dollars and they're trusting your surgeons, your facilities with their life. Right. Like, why do I have to tell y'all that? Like, that's weird. So now I go sit down in the room, and then this camera guy comes in, and that's clipped in my first was, well, he like, Chanel, and I'm like, hey, he's like, okay, I'm gonna be a photographer, and we gonna film some content. I'm like, okay. So he's like, can we just replay everything that you just did? Like, we're gonna have you walk in again. We're gonna have you come to the front desk, things like that, with the camera rolling. I said, okay, no problem. So I walk back out with my suitcase. I'm walking back in. We got to reenact. So I walk up to the same girls. I'm like, hey, they get up. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to Havana Plastic Surgery. Can I please have your name?
Outfit.
I'm like, bro. Y'all bitches is fake. Like, y'all, you did not just have this energy. Like, you really didn't. But okay, like I said, I'm real nice. I'm just holding it down. Because I told the story to somebody else, and they said, I really would have been like, why you ain't have this energy? Yeah. But I ain't even saying that. I'm just like, nah, what? Like, you a whole nother person right now. Like, you really another person. Like, what's going on? But okay, so it's just like everything is for the media. Like, I don't like that. Like, I really don't. Like, certain people, their influences and their head is big, so they probably feel like, yeah, I get treatment. Like, why do you have to know that I have a following to treat me with respect? Because the people who watch me and that I'm gonna influence, they may not all have my following, so they're gonna come here and get treated like what? Like, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I'm glad she's being
so
honest.
Now that I was turned off. Now,
first of all, I'm glad she's being honest. Even though this was a promo, even though she got this for free, I'm glad she's being honest.
Everything else went okay after that, because now everybody know I'm here for social media. Everybody want to be nice. Boo. Okay, yeah. So now, the next day, mind you, I was in contact with Genesee or whatever, because I've already read a lot of reviews on Miami surgeons or surgeons in general, where like they'll have you come to the surgery center and they have you waiting for hours and hours. When I got my surgery in Long Island and paid top dollar, when I walked into the surgery center, my process began. I took a drug test. I talked to a nurse for like 10 minutes, met with my surgeon, walked me up. I was on the table within 30 to 40 minutes of walking in for my surgery time. Okay, so now so I asked this lady. This part I was trying to use my influence as, you know, have some pull. I'm like, hi, you know, I don't want to be in the surgery center all day. Respectfully, like, can I please be the first surgery of the day? And she was like, absolutely. Like, you're a VIP client. We're gonna make sure that you do your surgery first thing in the morning. He's actually gonna do you at 5:30 in the morning. First surgery of the morning. I'm like, okay, that sounds great, because I really don't, because I've seen things where people be at the surgery center till 6, 7 o'clock. Not maybe at this place, but I've just heard that, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. You understand? So she was like, yes, your surgery is scheduled for 5:30. I'm like, okay, are you?
Okay, so wow, I've never heard of this, but I'm just now watching stuff like this. When my surgery was scheduled, it was scheduled for 7 a.m. I went into the hospital and I went straight back and started getting prepped for surgery. And then boom, I was in surgery. I didn't sit there and wait to go into surgery. So I'm not sure if they're like treating this like all of a sudden you guys are, all of a sudden, you know, there's so many coming in and out that it's like, you know, cattle, like, okay, we got 15 surgeries lined up. So like, you're all just going to sit there all day long and wait to be brought. I don't know what's going on here. I know that Springfield, Missouri treated me with respect. I went to the hospital and had it done. I didn't have it done at the place. You know, so maybe it's a whole different thing. I don't know. I've never seen it where people wait all day long for surgeries and stuff like that. I don't know, but I'm glad that she's saying all of this, because ladies, you need to hear this. You need to hear what these places are like.
you sure? She's like, I'm 100% sure. 5:30 a.m. We need you at the surgery place. And I was like, okay, so I got up at 4:30 in the morning. Now, if you have surgery at 5:30 a.m., you have to really stop eating super early. So I ended up not being able to eat like past 7 p.m. That's super early to not be able to eat like after 7. Like I'm eating after 7. So anyway, I couldn't eat after 7. So that was already crazy. And then I ended up getting at 4. I got up at 4:30 in the morning. Got to the surgery center at 5:30. I got to the surgery center at like 5:20. So I'm super early, first surgery of the day. It's a few girls there. Yo, I'm sitting there. I never laid on the table until like 9:45 a.m. So I literally sat there for like 4 hours. Mind you, I had drivers coordinated. I had my caretaker coordinated. I had all of this stuff coordinated because I literally asked, will my surgery start at 5:30? Yes, but it didn't. So overall, when I was there, I was just trying not to be nasty or get tight and just trust God's timing. Like, so that's why I really held it down. I relaxed because I like everything is on God's time to me. Like, I don't want to be fiending to go into a surgery. Like, if that man is taking his time, he needs to wake up a little more. He needs some coffee. Like, do what you got to do to help me have a safe, successful surgery. So I was trying to be cool, but like after a few hours, I'm like, come on. So I called the lady. I never really called her throughout this whole experience yet because she's like the general manager. She don't even really work there. She works like under the CEO. So I called her. I'm like, hey, it's 9 o'clock. I still didn't get my surgery. She was like, what? You haven't had your surgery? Like, you should be out of there already. I'm like, I didn't have my surgery yet. She was like, oh no, like I have to make some calls. So we get off the phone. After I called her, all of a sudden things start rolling in. And it's like, why did I have to call this lady? Like, why do I have to, like, why does everybody have to be reminded? Oh my gosh, she's on social media. Like, social media, like I'm a paying customer, like before everything. So anyway, but before that, my anesthesiologist came in or whatever. I didn't even like the anesthesiologist energy, and that sucks because that's the person that's putting me to sleep. So he comes in, I'm not gonna lie, he looks kind of young, like he had these Yeezys on, and I'm just like, I don't know, like I'm not trying to judge him, but I'm like, wait. So he just comes in. He like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hi. So he's rolling in the IV. I'm like, hi, how are you? Who are you? Because like, introduce yourself with Steve. Like, what's going on? He like, he's so and so. I'm your anesthesiologist. I'm like, oh, okay. First he said, where you coming from? I'm like, I'm coming from New York. He's like, okay, have you ever had surgery? I'm like, yeah, I did. I had it in New York, but I wasn't put to sleep. This is gonna be my first time getting put to sleep for like a surgery like this. And he's like, oh, okay, let me guess. You went to Gold's Plastic Surgery? Like, now you're trying to play in my face because I would never ever go to Gold. So now you play. I didn't like that. Like, if there's so many surgery places in New York, it's so much going on. Like, why would you ever play in my face and think that I went to Gold's Plastic Surgery? Like, it was just given like you trying to be funny. I'm like, I would never go to Gold's Plastic Surgery. Actually, I actually went to a double board certified plastic surgeon who works at one of the top surgical groups in the world, and he normally doesn't perform surgeries awake, but he did make an exception for me because I was scared of general anesthesia at the time. He like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah. So now he puts in the IV. When he puts in the IV, he put it in like, you know, when somebody know what they're doing, you will always know when a nurse or anybody knows what they're doing by if they inject a needle into your vein and if it hurts or not. Like, a person who really knows what they're doing, when they inject something into your vein, it really should be almost painless. Like, if it hurts, like that person didn't inject the needle properly. So he puts the IV in. It was so painful. All of a sudden, he ends up walking out, and the IV bag, the clear IV bag, started to be filled with my blood. So I'm like, I've been on IV before. Like, I've gotten an IV hydration treatment, all types of stuff. My blood don't be in it.
Whoa. Hold up. Wow. So he made it to where her blood was coming out into the IV bag. Oh, wow. Now, I'm going to be putting my makeup on as we're watching these things because I feel like I want to put my makeup on today. And I feel better today, so I'm going to be doing a few things. I have a few errands I'm going to be running. So I'm down here and putting my makeup on as we're listening. But wow. Oh, wow. Okay. You know, listen, surgery is a major ordeal, but like you can't even put an IV in correctly. And now they're pulling her blood out and it's going into the bag. Just imagine the stories of the girls that don't come on live and talk about it. Just imagine those stories. Wow. All right. Okay.
Bag. So I'm like, what is going on? So I get up. I'm like, excuse me. Excuse me, I called the lady. I'm like, hi, my blood is in the bag. She was like, okay, yeah, don't worry, don't. It's like they talk Spanish and they just want you to shut up. She don't even know I'm here for promo either. So they just treated me like how they would treat any other customer who didn't have a following, right? So she like, oh, you're fine, don't worry. I'm like, no, I don't think this is fine. She's like, don't worry, it happens all the time. I'm like, okay. So then I seen another girl walk by. I'm like, excuse me, like I have blood in my IV. She's like, don't worry, that's regular. I'm like, okay. So in my head, at this point, I'm just like, I don't feel like this is regular. I'm looking on Google and stuff like that. They was just saying, "Oh, your blood can go into the IV," but it wasn't saying nothing like it should. It was. I couldn't really Google or find the exact answer to what was happening or whatever. So I was just like getting annoyed. And I'm like, you know what?
I'm just gonna say right now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm a certified medication aide. But I'm gonna say right now, I've been in the hospital several different times. I've had anesthesiologists, poking me and stuff. Never has my blood ever went up into the saline solution or whatever it is that they're giving me. That's never happened. I don't know what. I'm just pointing it out. That's never happened to me. Never happened to me. Ugh.
They work here. They go through this all day, see a whole bunch of surgery cases. Maybe I'm bugging and maybe this is regular. So anyway, the anesthesiologist ends up coming back and I'm like, excuse me, there's blood in the thing. He's like, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about that. I mean, it's your blood. I mean, it's fine. I'm like, okay. Next thing you know, fast forward, my surgeon comes in to mark me. He like, what's going on with your IV? What? No, that has to change. And I'm like, okay, that's what I thought, because when I kept telling them that there was blood in my IV, they kept saying that that's regular. He's like, that's not regular. That has to change. So now he tells his nurse, oh, go get so-and-so to come change this out. Anyway, he marked me. I'm not going to lie. The surgeon, he's nice. He's professional. But like all of this stuff is like annoying. You understand? Like your staff is unprofessional. The person putting me to sleep doesn't know what they're talking about. Clearly doesn't know what they're doing. That's very scary, because that's the person who puts you to sleep. Like that's the scariest part to me, and the scariest part for most people. So you being this great surgeon is great or whatever, but like this is a red flag. So he comes in, he was really fast. He was nice, he marked me up. It just felt fast. Like I could tell he'd do this all day, every day. It wasn't that personable, but I mean, at the end of the day, he did what he needed to do. He just marked me up. He saw my body. He was like, listen, you don't have a lot of fat. You got lipo before, so what we may think is fat, it could be scar tissue, and this is going to be a tough case. I'm gonna try my best to get as much fat out of you and make your butt as projected as possible, but you don't have a lot of body fat. And it was just like, that was it. He marked me up, boom, he was out of there. Next thing you know, the general anesthesiologist comes back in to switch on my IV, and now the IV looks regular and clear. After they do all of that, after they mark me up, I'm still waiting there for like another hour and 30 minutes. I'm like, nah, what's going on now? So now I called the lady. This is when I called the lady, and I'm like, oh, I'm still waiting, and it's 9:45. She's like, what? No, this is crazy. You were supposed to be done by now. Da, da, da. After I made that call, now they coming to get me, and now they're ready for the surgery. But now, mind you, you guys know that I had a caretaker, right? So the caretaker, I'm not going to lie, this is no shade, because she's probably going to watch this or whatever. But she was a nice girl, I'm not going to lie. But at the end of the day, like, I feel like what we agreed to wasn't done. And I'm not going to lie, I did not reach out to her and tell her how I feel yet. But it's like, why do I have to tell you, girl? You know what your job was. I know what my job was. And what's understood really don't have to be explained. And that's no shade. And this right here is why people don't be liking me. But seriously. But anyway, so she was nice or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, she offers packages. She have a 12-hour package, and it's a 12-hour after surgery care. So 12 hours after your surgery, you're supposed to be cared for. Now, mind you, my surgery was supposed to be at 5 o'clock in the morning, but I kept calling her, giving her updates like, hey, they didn't start me, don't worry about it. I don't even know when I'm going into surgery. She was like, no problem. That happens a lot. Just call me right before they take you into surgery, like right before, so that I could have a window to know when to come get you. And, just make sure you call me. I was like, no problem. I definitely will. So I had already updated her or whatever. So then I literally called her at like 9 o'clock, like, hey, I'm going into surgery right now. She said, okay. So boom. So from 9, my surgery is only going to be like 2 hours, he said. So 9, 10, 11, I should be out of that surgery by 11. So from after 11, my 12 hours should possibly start, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, I wake up from surgery. So now more of the nightmare. So when I get to the surgery room, it was cool. The doctor just asked me some questions. Like, he was over me, like, oh, okay, so where you from? I'm like, New York. And he's like, okay, you ever had surgery? I was like, yeah, I did. And it was like, that's the rest. The rest was history. He tricked me to put me to sleep. Like, he was acting like he was having a conversation, and then I was gone. I smelt the smell. That's how I knew he tricked me, because I've been put to sleep before. But as soon as the smell hit my nose, I knew it was a wrap. So I knocked out. Next thing you know, I wake up on the bed. I'm cold. I'm not gonna lie, this experience, when I think back at it, is so scary. Like, I was literally on the bed, laying on my stomach, literally just shaking, like looking around. I was just like, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. And I just remember a nurse saying, I know, it's okay. It's okay. So I was just shivering, right?
That's normal.
So I'm super cold. Next thing you know, and what's scary is like those drugs are so strong that I don't even remember from being on the bed, laying down on my stomach, to shivering, to getting on the wheelchair. Only thing I remember is waking up, shivering cold, and then being wheeled out to a Suburban. Now, the Suburban that picked me up from surgery was a part of the package deal with my caretaker. But the agreement was like, she's my caretaker, so she's supposed to pick me up from surgery with the driver. When I got out of surgery and I was rolled out of surgery, and this is kind of scary because I was just in the care of a driver, which is a man, and it's just like nobody else with me. When I got out of surgery, she wasn't there. It was just him. So I didn't make it a big deal, whatever. I really didn't. I was too drugged up to even give up. But now that I sobered up, things are like, wait, what's going on? So now listen, I get wheeled out, I am so drugged up, I never even knows what happened. Like, I'm talking to him in the car, As once I lay down and I finally wake up, I did fly a friend out with me to Miami. So when I wake up, she's telling me, like, girl, you don't have no prescriptions. Like, you don't have a Percocet prescription. You don't have your, they never gave you a prescription. I'm like, what? She like, yeah, they sent you home with no prescriptions. I'm like, oh my God, no. So I'm so drugged up that, long story short, the person that I hired as a caretaker sent my friend to the fucking surgery place to try to go get my prescription. Mind you, this surgery caretaking thing is supposed to pick you up from surgery, pick up your prescription, and monitor you and your vitals. My friend who I flew out should not have been running around. My friend shouldn't be trying to figure out what's going on with the prescription, and you should have been there to have my prescription. So my friend gets to the surgery place. They're like, oh no, we gave the person who picked her up the prescription, which is the man who picked me up, and that he signed for my prescription. And they showed her the signature, like, he signed for her Percocets. He signed, and they was like, this happens all the time because people try to steal drugs and y'all try to get extra drugs. So no, we cannot give her no Percocet prescription. And I'm like, yo, what? So my friend is telling me all of this, and this is scary because this is just a big liability for somebody, because Percocets are so helpful in your healing process. And like, if you get your Percocet prescription stolen, or the surgery place at first I thought it was the surgery place that forgot to give it to the driver. I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, I was so drugged up, I don't remember them handing him anything. But I'm not even in the right state of mind. I don't even remember getting about the bed. So I am way too drugged up to remember. But this is why my caretaker should have been there. He was at my Airbnb with my friend. So now, at first I'm thinking, okay, this place is so damn unprofessional. They forget to send me my prescription. But they showed my friend a signature. They was like, this, we literally signed her off in the prescription. It's right here. It was signed by the driver. So I'm like, what the heck? So I tell her, I'm like, they're saying that it was signed by the driver. She's like, oh, he's saying that he signed, but that they never gave him a prescription. He did sign, but they didn't give him a prescription. So what is a prescription? So long story short, thank God that I have influence and I have followers, because they was telling her, like, you're not getting a prescription. She's going to have to take ibuprofen or Tylenol extra strength, because we're not prescribing any more drugs because we already gave it to her. And that is so scary for somebody to fly out there and that happens to them. But then she had to go in, oh, she's doing promo. This is Chanel Richie. Da, 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 she's here. Da, da, da. Y'all did not give her. They said after all the back and forth, they finally give her a prescription, but they was not going to give it to her. They was not going to give it to her, and I definitely understand why not, because that's double dose of Percocets, and people be selling perks. They just be trying to get perks to pop pills when they don't need them. So it was just a huge liability, and like all of that just makes me so angry, because it's like I'm just such a good person, and it's like, why did all of that have to happen to me? Like, I'm in Miami, my Percocets getting stolen, all type of shit. Why do stuff like that gotta happen? And I'm telling you, it's like I really be a good person, and I just feel like, why do shit like that have to happen? Like, why couldn't I just have a good experience? Like, why? Why and then even the guy, the driver, he was cool and all that. And it's like, you really can't trust people, because I'm not trying to blame him, but at the end of the day, he's not for my prescription. Like, that's facts. And like, I don't know, but it's like, where's my perks? So thank God, like I said, I have some type of influence, or else I would have been in Miami in pain. So now my friend gets the prescription. Now my friend is running around Miami, Uber to Uber, to find my prescription, because every place is sold out. Mind you, the caretaker that I hired on her site, like the package I paid for, is prescription pickup and drop off. Why is my friend going outside Uber to Uber when you have a car looking for prescriptions? Like, she told my friend she don't want to lose her park. And it's like, wait, I thought that was a part of my package deal. Like, I thought you were picking me up out of surgery. I thought that, you get the prescription, pick up and drop off. Then my prescription was stolen. It was just a lot going on. Long story short, my friend is running around Miami trying to find Percocets, but every single pharmacy was sold out of Percocets. So that was crazy. So, there was one Walgreens that was right around the corner from my Airbnb that said, the Percocets are sold out, but we will have them early in the morning. Make sure you're here. So remember, my friend had to go back and forth and go crazy for the prescription. So she ended up getting a prescription. So she woke up the next morning. I ended up having my pre-op appointment. So I had to head to my pre-op appointment on my own, because she had to be the first person at the pharmacy. So it was at the same time. So I head to my pre-op. I was good. I took an Uber. I was Gucci. She was at the pharmacy getting my prescription. Next thing you know, she calls me while I'm at my pre-op, like, oh, the pharmacist is going crazy. He's saying that he's not filling the prescription and this, that. I'm like, what? What's going on? Talking about it's not filled out properly, da da. So I was still at the surgical place. So I'm like, hi, my friend is trying to fill my prescription for the Percocet, and the pharmacist is saying that they won't fill it. So the nurse practitioner gets on the phone with the pharmacist. She has him on speaker. She's like, hello, hi, sir. What's the issue? I'm the one who, gave that prescription out. It's from a venoplastic surgery, from, written from a surgeon. Like, she was verifying the prescription. He starts screaming to the top. He's like, I don't give a damn. He said that you put a stamp on the prescription, and that he don't take prescriptions with a stamp. She was like, sir, we do a lot of surgeries in and out. So instead of our doctor signing, they stamp it. Instead, it's just a faster process. He's screaming, I don't give a damn. I'm not getting my license taken away. Guess what? This prescription is not getting filled. Get off my phone. He's wowing. I'm like, what the hell? So all of this is going on. So not only step one, my prescription was stolen. Second, all the Percocets is sold out. Then the one pharmacy that's close to my Airbnb that actually has a prescription, the pharmacist is screaming to the top of his lungs, talking about he not losing his license and that he's not filling the prescription. After the surgical place is on the phone verifying the prescription, he was such a jerk. So long story short, she's like, oh my God, this is crazy. She was like, the nurse, she was like, my friend owns a pharmacy. Let's call her and see if they have it in stock. I said, okay. So we called, and that place had it. So my friend had to get all the way in another Uber to go pick up the prescription. She finally gets the prescription. But I ended up getting my prescriptions a day later, which is crazy. That's not what my package included. Like, it was just so crazy. So now, the next day, I start getting my massages. Now, my massage lady probably was the best thing ever. I loved her. Like, I'm going to add her again. I loved her services. She was so sweet. She was so gentle. She was a board certified lymphatic drainage specialist. She travels to you. She was just so freaking sweet. I loved her. So anyway, like I said, she was a board certified lymphatic drainage specialist. She was just so gentle, and like I said, she would come to you. My massage, the surgery place tried to offer me massages, with a pack.
Okay, so we're gonna move to the next one where she accidentally goes and tells about these medications and stuff. So this girl gets her medication stolen by a driver, and this girl starts talking about how the medication works in Miami, Florida. make sure we got this.
Other medication. So I was like, okay, why wouldn't you pick up the fucking medication? I knew for a fact that they pick up the medication and they buy it with their own money, and we have to pay them back the money. And on top of that, we have to give them a pill too. We have to give them a couple pills from like the other girls' pills that they're taking from. It's fucking weird.
Okay, so straight up, she says they pick up your medication, but then you also have to give them pills out of your medication for other girls. Why don't these people have this medication on hand or already, take these girls to the thing? So there's something going on with the medication in Miami, Florida, because nobody's supposed to handle your medication. No one is supposed to do anything with your medication. And it's against the law to give somebody your medication, to give to somebody else. And she also talks in this video, I'm not going to go through it all because I want to get to the one where they documented everything about their BBL. But she also talks about when they picked her up or from getting, the operation, this lady just hands her 3 pills. And she's like, what is this? And they're like, it's your pain pills. And that's all the lady would say is, it's your pain pills. Take all 3 of them. But the thing is that when it comes to medication, no one is supposed to touch your medication but you, and no one is supposed to get medication but you. But this woman is talking about how you're supposed to give them medication because until you get your medication, they give you other people's medication. So they get medication from each girl, like 5 or 6 pills from each girl. And think about that, how much that adds up, how much medication that adds up when they got 15 girls a day having these procedures done. Think about how much pills are being added up here. And all of this is illegal. I'm just saying straight up, I don't care what state you're in the United States, you cannot have anybody share your pills, give your pills away, or nothing else. And I can't believe that this place actually tells them, you have to give us some of your pills. And they pick your pills up. It's just, I don't know. And half the time these girls are out of their mind. They're not in their normal mind because of the fact that they're having, surgery, this major surgery done. This is crazy. Like, this is very, very scary. Don't do this, ladies. Don't do this.
It's very weird. Like, they take from other girls' pills when we don't have our pills yet, and then when we get our pills, they have to take some of our pills. And I don't really know if that's what's really happening, but I don't know. Anyways,
So she throws that in there, and that's just a little weird. We can go through this another time, but I really want to get to this one because she documents the whole entire thing. And this is an hour and 10 minutes. So I really want to get to this one. Okay, hold on. Hold on. It's saying that it's not sharing. Is it sharing or not sharing? It's saying it's not sharing. Your browser has lost connection. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Should be sharing now.
Surgery day. There is an entire storm outside. When I mean storm, I literally mean like a whole thunderstorm. I was supposed to put this patch on last.
I'm going to skip through this. We're going to go to her getting her surgery, her getting all of that, where she's getting prepped, all of that. We're going to go to right after she gets the surgery. I don't know what happened right after she got the surgery. I'm not sure because this girl is in so much pain that I'm not sure what happened, but you guys are going to watch it just the same as me.
Oh,
We're not focusing on that pain there, okay? Baby steps, baby steps. Good job.
You got it.
There you go.
How you feeling? You don't feel good? It hurts. I know it's only for right now. You're gonna have to take medicine a little bit, okay?
no.
You'll be okay.
So right after surgery, he has to go to a massage center and start massaging all of this foot out. Like immediately after surgery. Think about this. Like, There you go.
Are you cold?
She's everything right now. It's cold and pain. Like a lot. It's battery. Just go get a new battery. It's getting worse. The abdomen.
She had like an incision done right there that I guess he was doing something. I'm not sure to her face. I'm not really sure. Oh.
There it goes.
This is right after surgery. Like, right after.
Oh my god, I didn't even see this when we were coming in.
Made it out. Yes, she did.
By a thread.
I'm gonna hold
Bro. So I feel a lot better after that massage. But I'm when I tell you, like, I feel so much better, I literally feel so much better. Coming here, I was literally, like, just sobbing because I was in so much pain. But with all the fluid she drained from me, I feel a lot better. I feel like she took off a lot of the pain. This is your sign to not get a BBL because I literally was screaming in there. And that pain is something I can't even explain to anybody.
Yeah, good morning, White Rabbit. You're exactly right. This is what I started off with, is that everybody wants to look like Kim Kardashian, who swears up and down she's never had any kind of surgery like this or anything else. Well, let me tell you, you don't get a itty bitty waist and a big ass by just looking that way. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's insane that all of these girls want to look like this and all the pain that they go through, and people have been dying. Oh yeah, it's dramatic and it's forever. Like when I got my boob job done 22 years ago, I did it for myself and I did it because I looked like a boy. I didn't do it for no one else. But even like I was talking about at the beginning, you know, yeah, it used to just get the latest haircut. Now you're cutting up your body, you know, and it's a whole ordeal. But they're taking fat from your body and then they're putting it into your ass. And they're taking it from your arms, or they're taking it from your stomach. Then they're giving you stomach abs because you don't have abs. It's insane. This woman, look, I just couldn't see doing it. Yeah, the big duck lips and butts, yeah. Yeah, and just imagine when you get older, like, are you really going to want that big of an ass? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even imagine it. I really can't. I really can't.
New and improved now with GAT 10.0. All right, while Nat was unconscious, we prepared for her some food, some white rice with corn, and then we also prepared her some salmon. Let me slice some watermelon real quick. Yeah, open wide. Do it for Ellie.
Yeah, start swallowing or anything.
If you think Nat's not a hard worker, my boy got surgery less than 24 hours ago, and look, she's on a computer grinding. Bruh, that thing is big. It's swollen right now.
I can't even imagine Like,
All right, preparing my best friend her smoothie. Here you go, buddy.
and then they still sit there
Pain
and
right
do
now.
their
I don't
bodies
have
on
pain. I just
Instagram
have like a
anyway
lot
with
of
filters.
soreness right now, and I'm so dizzy.
But
I'd
they're
be
still
so
not
okay if I
happy
wasn't
after they
dizzy.
get it
Oh my
done.
god, I look like a
Still not
fucking
happy.
dummy with this.
Oh jeez.
I just can't even imagine.
Yes. Okay, so I'm leaking really bad. I have a lot of food in my PJs, so we're gonna change out the garment, and I'm gonna scream and cry.
Could you imagine?
All right, so we got these antibacterial like cloths to wash me because I can't shower yet. These are just some pads that we're gonna put. Oh my gosh, I have bruising here. Look. Oh my gosh, that's my first incision right there, and then one in the back. Oh, that's why that was hurting. That makes sense.
You like the results so far?
Yeah, well, I haven't really seen them. Okay, wait. It's time to like see stars again. Fuck. Ah! I don't want to. Ah! Oh my gosh.
You're really breathing. Careful.
It's oozing.
Well, you got this. It's okay. It's okay. Let it. It's fine. We'll clean it up. Don't worry. Tell me about Pastor
I
tomorrow, okay?
think people exactly, and not only that, but women. I wish women would realize that having a little bit of a tummy and having a normal butt and everything else is sexy. Even women, all women have cellulite. It's sexy. Women that have had children, and have stretch marks or whatever, it's sexy because you're a woman. No, she didn't get the boobs. She got the boobs later on, is what I seen. No, why would she get boobs too? If you look, she's got nice boobs. Why would she get boobs? But she gets a boob job. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. And it's actually sexy. It's actually beautiful. I don't know why women are trying so hard to get rid of their natural beauty, because on Instagram, those women will cinch themselves up. I don't know how they do it because I've never done it, but they like Photoshop their stuff where they cinch their stomach in. They flatten their stomach. They raise their ass out. I don't know how they do all this stuff because I'm not mechanically inclined like that. But why? People made fun of me because I put on my bikini because I wanted to show you what a real woman looks like without being photoshopped and things like that, And I got made fun of and I got put around the world and stuff like that, But let me tell you how many women our age gets in a bikini, and I was even 20 pounds heavier than I am right now, and loves their body. That's all I was trying to do is say, love your body, love yourself. If you can fit into a bikini, be happy you can fit into a bikini. We've had children, our bodies don't look the same. And especially when you hit over 40, everything starts falling and gravity starts hitting. And that's just life. But if you can fit into a bikini, be glad. Yeah, we have little tummies. We have stuff like that. And that's normal. That's normal. And if your husband or your boyfriend likes it, that's all that should matter. But these girls are literally watching all of these other girls like Kim Kardashian and the rest of them. And look what they're putting themselves through. I can't even imagine. I can't. No. I will take my little tiny tummy that I got, No, and they don't have to be. But the thing is that if you could fit a bikini, be proud that you could fit a bikini, instead of making fun of a woman that can actually fit a bikini. And I'm 48 years old, and it was to tell women to love your body, love who you are, love what you are, I know, exactly, I know. And now I've lost 20 more pounds. But honestly, I just did it to make people realize to love yourself for who you are. You ain't got to be nothing perfect, and you're perfect the way that God made you. And you're lucky if you can get in a bikini. Just, be happy about that. But instead, I got a lot of hate and a lot of pushback and everything else. But you know what? In the long run, at least I wasn't insecure about doing it and trying to tell other women that you're beautiful just the way that you look. You're beautiful. And even if you put a one piece on, you're still beautiful. Women's bodies are absolutely gorgeous the way that God made them. Now, these bodies that are being made, I'm not particularly good at it. They make fun to have something to do. They know good and well you looked great. Yeah, I know. But it did hurt my feelings because of the fact that I was trained to let women know that it doesn't matter if you have a little bit of stretch marks. It doesn't matter if you've got a little bit of chub on you. Love your body. Love yourself. Love who you are, because this is what God gave you. And to love yourself. And that's all I was trying to portray, is to love yourself, And just like when I was able to finally fit into my corset, honey, I wear those out and about, Corsets have been in style since 1920. Yeah, I know. And you know what, though? People haven't really been saying much to me here lately or anything about anything, which is good, because honestly, at this point, I really don't care what people think, because being 48 years old and still being able to, actually look halfway decent, um, is a thing in itself. And I lost 20 pounds. And baby, I wear, what? I bought those corsets because I love corsets. And I'm so excited that I lost the weight. You know what I'm saying? And that I can wear those corsets. And believe me, like, we go to car shows and stuff like that, I'm going to be wearing my corset with my cute little blue jean shorts. And I'm going to be happy about it. And you know what? People at the Corvette shows and stuff like that, a lot of them dress like that too, so I'm not going to be like out of place looking all weird or anything either. I'm going to be actually right in place. And I wanted to wear it for so long, and I can finally wear it now. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited that, I lost 20 pounds by changing all I did was change my diet. That was it. I just changed my diet. And something else I've noticed too? Iris Alfie, she is an icon. She like 90 and she is fabulous. I've never seen it. I've never seen her. It's hard getting older. I'm struggling. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't give a shit what anybody says. Exactly. But this is how I feel about it. Let me tell you. I don't really feel like I'm getting like old and nasty and gross. I'm glad that God let me age gracefully. And I just think that, even sometimes, even if people change their diets, right? They're not able to like lose the weight or stuff like that. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you're beautiful, but you have no room saying to be happy with what you got when you have. Listen, James, I had this breast implant done 22 years ago. 22 years ago for myself, James, because I had no curves whatsoever and I looked like a boy. 22 years ago. So you're going to sit here and say something about me because of 22 years ago? Yeah, I don't have Botox in my face. I don't have fillers in my face. I ain't done no major cosmetic surgery. I had breast implants when I was 27 years old. No, it does matter. And I didn't say nothing about, I'm not bitching about these girls. I'm saying what the horror stories are. And who are you to talk? Who the fuck are you anyway? I'm talking about the actual horror stories about this and people dying from this. And people need to, if they want to get a BBL, they need to do it because they want to do it, not for social media. Yeah, exactly. You're a fucking man probably jacking off to my boobs. Shut up. You don't know nothing about a woman. You don't know nothing about how we feel. You don't know nothing. Why are you even in here? Why are you in here? When I'm not talking about people being getting these done. I'm talking about the horror stories about it. Dude, you're not listening. These women that are getting these BBLs, they're dying. Are you stupid? They're dying. They're dying. Well, take your ass somewhere else, because I don't give a fuck about you. Okay? I don't give a fuck about you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Get the fuck out. This is life-changing things that I am showing that really happens when they get this done. And if you don't fucking like it and you come in as a man and you're a motherfucking woman, there's something wrong with you. Stupid. I'm doing my reaction. Shut the fuck up. Back to my reaction and put my makeup on. And as I said again, there is nothing wrong with getting these procedures done, but just make sure that you're doing it for yourself. Make sure you're doing it for yourself and not for Instagram, or not to look like Instagram people. You know, all women would do it if it was as easy and like magic, but these chicks are going through extreme and putting themselves in danger. Yes, and I'm going to show you the people that's died from this shit. Like, come on.
You can't see? Okay. Just,
Okay, her lipstick.
yeah, they really
Yeah,
tell.
she's not.
You can't hear?
Jake, we gotta put her down. We need to lay her down because she's too weak.
I'll let you let us get out, okay?
That girl must not even know that I sat there for 3 years and researched before I ever got my boob job done.
I know. You're really
I
swollen
come
right
in
here.
as a
I can't
man.
stand up for any longer.
That's really
But I'm
weird.
getting energy back. Hold up, and I won't be able to get up
That's
again.
weird.
Well, there's those. There's that. Don't look.
Yes, it's being treated as a trend, and they're gonna
Relax,
really-
now,
I got it. It's okay. It's okay.
One.
You know how, okay, for instance, we've gotten older, and we, like, for instance, if you've had any kind of injuries or anything that's happened to you, how it starts hurting you more as you get older. You know what I'm saying? As you get older, it hurts you. I'm afraid that eventually this is going to come back, and their pain is going to come back. Like, it's going to hurt them. But I think if women want to get this done, they should do it for themselves, because as I show you, as she starts looking at her body, she's still saying how she don't like it. She's still saying how she's got a indentation here, a little tightness. You're going to see what I'm talking about. It's almost like it doesn't matter what they do, they're not going to be happy.
Did they give you the wrong one?
Maybe. Let's put the other one back on.
Oh, and
Wanna take a break now?
22 years ago. The money she spent could have done something. Yeah, 30,000, I think it was.
Here's an update on Natalie Cuevas. She's sleeping. Currently it is 11:50. Today has been very, very crazy. So good night. Closing off the block for today. See you in the morning.
And also thousands for massages. You have to have these massages. Right? Yeah, right? Buy a new car. Something that you can actually, like, use.
There's a zipper right here, but I can't reach it.
And if Kim Kardashian was so wonderful, let me ask you this. If Kim Kardashian was so wonderful and her body meant everything, how come Kanye West divorced her? How come now she can't keep a boyfriend? Because it's not about your body. Once you've had it, the guys are like, okay, done, you know. And another thing that's going around is they're saying that girls that's had BBLs, they stink. Why do they say that they stink? Is it because, like, they can't wipe properly anymore because their ass is too big now and they have to reach around, they can't wipe properly? Or is it a smell that happens because of the two bloods, you know, going together? You're moving blood from one place to the other place. You know, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. But I'm doing a reaction video. I'm putting my makeup on at the same time.
I'm in so much pain.
Exactly. With no ass. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Alright, so it's around 7:30 in the morning. That's about to get up. So before she gets up, we're gonna make her some breakfast. Make her some avocado toast. She says we can't use salt. We're gonna have to use some peppers, but just a little
And
bit.
people are still in
I got the avocado. Last night I was up around like 3 a.m. and she couldn't go to sleep. Our first meal of the day is done. Let's go give it to her.
illegal pills. That's just not cool.
Just a little bit down there because I need help with the taste. Right now I've been standing for about 10 minutes, so it's better than what I've been doing before. And we're trying to get this tea all nice and ready so I can drink it and help with the swelling. My massage is at 5 p.m. and I am so scared. I literally don't want to go. But I'm more scared of getting like a fluid buildup, so I have to go and I have to get all this fluid out. I'm putting on my compression socks now. You don't want no blood clots.
I don't know what they did to her face.
Now I for real look like a crazy person.
You've been looking like a crazy person.
No.
This is the thing though. I wish society would allow women to love their bodies and to be happy with what they have. And if they do want to go and get surgeries like this, to make sure that this is what they want to do and it's not for a guy or it's not for Instagram, you know. I don't know what she got done. I think lipo or something, because they did an incision right here. And then like she has to wear that thing around her face. And I'm not really sure what she got done. It may have been lipo because they did an incision. So that means that they probably went up in her face like this to take out whatever fat. And maybe she was trying to get her face round, more oval. Exactly. Well, I just saw a while ago that now she's single. When I went back to look at something else, because now she's had a boob job, now she's single. So, very strange, right? Yeah, she's single now. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like, and the other girls I've watched that's gotten the BBL, they're single too. They can't seem to find a guy. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But it said that she went solo and somewhere else and something because she's single. So I was like, wow, like she already became single. Already single, you know? Right? And I'm not bitching about it because, you know, if they want to do this, they can do this. But the thing is that having a boob job done is even though I researched it for 3 years, it is not as dramatic as this stuff. Not at all. They do a little incision, they put implants in, they close you back up, and you wear like a thing. The next day I was up doing whatever I needed to do. And it was because, honestly, and I'm telling you the truth, I looked like a boy. I didn't want to look like a boy. I just wanted to be proportioned. I just wanted to look like a woman. I had 3 children. I wanted to look like a woman. I wasn't even an A-ish. When I went in, they said I wasn't even an A-ish. I mean, I was flat, even after having children. But yeah, my boobs had stretched out to like a D, you know, when I was pregnant. Then they go back and it was just literally areola and nipple. I could not stand myself like that. But as far as my waist and a little bit of pooch on my belly and my ass, I don't give a shit about that. But there are a lot of dangers to this surgery. On one hand, people should do what makes them happy, but on the other hand, they should be happy the way they are. And I do agree with that. And that's why I said, I don't have a problem with these people getting these surgeries. I just have a problem with the people getting the surgeries because of Instagram. Because it's Instagram that they're getting these surgeries. It's Kim Kardashian who said she never had surgery before, but yet you don't get a little tiny waist and a big ass and look like a perfect Barbie doll without surgery. All of them have gotten it, you know. Yeah, it's very far out. And it's all the younger girls. It's the girls from 20 to 27, 28, 29 years old, like my daughters. And I'm so glad that my daughters didn't want to do this, because if they did, I would stand beside them 150% if they wanted to do this, right? I will stand beside this woman 150% if this is what you want to do. But there are very, very, very bad dangers. And if you looked at this woman's body before, honey, I want to go back and show you her body before, because she shows her body before. She didn't need it. She didn't need it. Let me show you her body. Let me show you this girl's body, because she shows it right at the beginning. I think it's right here. Right here. This is her body. What the fuck is wrong with her body? Tell me what the hell is wrong with her body. She is gorgeous. Beautiful. Cute little waist. Cute little stomach. Cute little hips. What the hell is wrong with her body? Right? She looks cute as a button. She looks sexy. Like, I have no idea. When I looked at it, I was like, where are they even going to take fat from? Because they're supposed to. And then she had something called stretching abs, to where they automatically make you look like you have abs or something. That's the shit, I guess, that hurts the worst, is where they make you look like you have abs and shit. I don't know, but is she not a cute little thing? Like, look at this. I think she does a turnaround.
Have an issue with my hips or my butt, period. It's just the belly. But like, come on, think logically with me. If he's already removing the fat, it seems like such a waste to just throw it away, when he can just go back in and fix my imperfections in my hips and my butt. The actual butt projection, again, I literally love my
Look at her butt. It's perfect.
my butt. I think it goes out just in.
Yes, it's perfect.
No, it's nice and round.
Look at that. It is nice and round. It's an ass. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful girl. Beautiful.
Like, I love my butt. He said he's gonna round out a little bit up here and like a little bit on this side. We are gonna be doing skin tightening here, because he's like, you have a fat pocket, but you also have really saggy skin right here and it droops. Not put on and
Okay, so this girl is 26 years old, and they're telling her that she has a fat pocket. They're telling her that she has a fat pocket and that she's fat in her. She looks beautiful just the way that she is. That's what I'm talking about. She has no sagging skin, beautiful, cute stomach, beautiful, round, nice, perfect heart ass. This is what I'm talking about. She looks beautiful, but she says she has a fat stomach. I don't know where the fat is, because I tried to look myself and I was like, I don't see any fat, but okay. I mean, people have body dysmorphia type of stuff. And I'm thinking that's what's going on, because as this girl goes through her process, she still don't like it. And I'm going to show you, she still don't like it. And that's what's sad. So we went through all this. Okay, this is what she looks like right after the surgery. This is like the day, 2 days, I think 2 days after the surgery. And so she had her abs sculpted right here. She had these sculpted, and then she has to have all these massages every single day to take all the fluid out, to keep sculpting her abs and keep sculpting herself. But she was beautiful before. I mean, and her face, I don't know what they done to her face. They said she had fat. She just has a little round face. She has a round face. I don't know.
small.
It's gonna get smaller. From my experience of dealing with patients like this, usually.
Oh my goodness.
Be fucking for real.
Alright, we're gonna use my dial to kind of wash my entire body, and I'm not gonna wash my hair yet because I don't really have the strength to go back in and braid it yet. Time to take a shower. I'm so excited. Hey, do you have my phone, Jake? Jake, did you? Oh my gosh.
What? Get this man out of here! Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But we have two now. Hashtag BBL. Hashtag baby.
Real slow. I'm going very slow.
Yeah.
You touched it?
No.
Like rock hard.
I feel so much better after that shower. I feel like I was like regenerated. I'm better than I was like any other day. It's currently 9:48 p.m. and I think I'm gonna sleep downstairs today instead of up here because I'm literally so sick and tired. I don't sleep up here though. I don't know if it's the bed. Like I just don't know what it is.
They're taking the mattress down because I guess everybody's moving out. Oh geez, this is not gonna be done.
2, 3.
Oh gosh. Yes. Bye.
She's just showing you the real thing of all of it, and I'm glad she is to everybody. She says she's in so much pain.
Like I have the biggest headache in the world
And
because
her head
you're
hurts.
sleeping on your face and you're putting so much pressure on your eyes and it hurts.
And she said laying on her face. That's an Airbnb. That's not her house, but her house is pretty too. But she went to Texas. She went to Houston, I believe, and got it done.
Currently 8 a.m. I got a few hours.
And she lives in California.
My back.
So this is an Airbnb. Yeah.
You ready? Go all the way back. All the way back.
So she's just showing like.
This is breakfast. We got some oatmeal with bananas and another avocado toast. All right, I need to take this shit off.
So she's documenting everything.
Look at how swollen my face is. I feel like every day it's getting worse because I keep sleeping on my face and that just could not be good for you at all. Hey guys, my
I'm
face.
gonna go through this again.
Get this spray. I'm taking it.
They spray her down before she goes and gets the massage, and I guess it kind of numbs it, and then she's able to talk and be all happy and stuff because she's on Percocets, drugged up right now.
Another pain pill. It's not an hour anymore. We're 30 minutes out, but I did take my hard painkiller. I'm ready to like scream, cry, throw up, but I have noticed that my belly's a lot flatter. All right, we got my little bag of goodies and we are heading out. I'm stressed and scared. Back at it again.
All right, so I have a beautiful nap here. So what we're doing is we are going to start working on the swollen tissue. So we can see that the lower abdomen is still pretty swollen.
Even go
The flanks are still
back.
pretty
Watch
swollen.
this.
What I want to
She
do
goes
is
home,
I want to go
and then
ahead and
just
start
sit
working
and
on
go
these
back.
areas to bring down a lot of that swelling, but I also want to give her a lot of definition. So I want to put her on that flat, but we're going to do several therapies with her. We're going to do a cold therapy, and that cold therapy is going to help us with the swelling. I'm also going to do a lot of manual techniques to bring down a lot of the swelling, but I also want to give her way more definition in the upper sternum. The most important thing is the flanks. I want to make those flanks as tiny as possible so that way she can have a tiny little
And
waist
this is
and
the thing,
everything
she's never had kids.
Hey, take a deep breath.
So what happens when she has kids?
1, 2, 3. And that's it.
There we go. Good job. Could you even imagine being massaged after you've been done like that? Could you imagine somebody touching you? Yeah. That was so hard.
That massage, you guys, it was the first one that I didn't cry in, I didn't scream in. It was honestly a good massage. I would say like 70% of it actually felt good and I actually enjoyed it and it felt like fluid was coming out. It was good. All right, we are back home from our massages. It was like a 2-hour drive because it was like mid-traffic. Time for my pills. Let's do it. Next.
I can't even imagine.
They always get stuck. The last one, this is the biggest pill I have. Let's do it.
I'm trying to go through here and show you different things. So she ends up going back home after her massage.
I did! No, she ran. Jake for a good one now. Yeah. Oh, cold therapy. Here we go.
This is a cold massage. The repairs to do and stuff like that, I guess.
I lived. You lived. Are you shaping my abs when you do this? Yep. I'm shaping your abs. Yay! All right, I just finished the massage and I'm okay that actually it's like beginning to feel good a little bit, which I never thought I'd see the day, but bad, but you can finally see. Wow, dude. That's how they get me up.
Why are you looking at what he's gonna use on you, bro? Dude, you can't be one of those people. Come on, just close your eyes and shut up. What the?
So then.
What the fuck happened? I just got Here, we're late for my lymphatic massage, and I'm starving, and like I'm scared that I'm gonna let my fat die, and I don't want my fat to die. It's just bad. It's been a really bad first day, which is kind of why I haven't really been vlogging, because I've just been fucking sad all day and starving because we had no groceries. I think it's just like everything is finally hitting me now that I'm home, and it just fucking sucks. I put on the same pajamas I've been wearing all freaking week because nothing else fits me, and out of that we have a truck, so it hurts even more. Ugh.
Hi, do you have a menu of your fall drinks?
Perfect. Okay, can I do that one in like the smallest size you have? Yeah. Half sweet. I realized that I cannot let the post-surgery depression take over, so I'm at Dutch Bros. And my massage was good, but it very much made me a little fucking sad because my holes have closed, which means I can't get fluid out for much longer. So I could potentially still have fluid in my belly. Did you think that too hard?
Not really.
I need to go finish up mine, okay? I'm gonna go back in for another session. How's your day been?
Good. I found out I got my girlfriend pregnant. Yes.
Good thing or bad thing?
Good thing.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm ready to be a dad.
Excited?
Heck yeah.
Come on, drink, mate. I should have just asked for water and shots, and it would have tasted better than this. Actually, I should have just asked for shit in a can, and it would taste better than this. Actually, I was talking shit. It's actually kind of good. It's time to eat my meal, so I'm getting some avocado, onion. This is white chicken, so it doesn't have like any nasty stuff on it, and then just white rice. The healing part has a lot to do with like what you're eating. The good thing is that coffee doesn't really have salt like that. Like the only thing that has salt in this is technically the milk, but the milk doesn't have a lot of salt. And I got it half sweet, so it barely has any sugar. It's just like coffee and milk. Today was a hard day. It was 1 week post-op. I'm now dealing more with the emotional side of it. Like I'm just really like sad, happy, mad. Emotionally, it's getting a lot harder. Physically, it's getting a lot easier. This is the only way I've kind of been able to interact with my babies. If I hold treats, so then they're focused on their treat, and I pet them and they're not too excited. I miss them so much. Dude, literally, like, this is the only thing making me happy right now.
Oh, what about me?
Oh, you too, you too. I have Jake hold the other dog while I'm here with Nick. I miss you. I just finished doing my night routine, so I just put my little chin strap, and I purchased some lipo foam. This was from like my massage place, and I literally just cut out this little strip to put in my chin. I've been noticing that my chin is really swollen, and the instructions were that you only have to wear your strap for 3 days, but I'm gonna start wearing it more because I'm starting to see a lot of swelling. Check this out. I just purchased this bed from Amazon, and it got here. It's an air mattress with a hole for your butt. Get on my bed with me. Tutorial. Put the feet in the hole. Make sure the feet are in the center of the hole. And then we reach back with the other hand without putting pressure on the booty. Ta-da! This isn't as comfy as you think because it'll put pressure right here and in your lower back. So I might end up getting off of it midnight, but I'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to try to get some sleep. I will update you on how this bed works. Big body movement, little waist body, yada yada. Yo, I got ready for the first time today. I'm wearing the shades. Try to hide my face in case somebody recognizes me because I look good up until I turn on and you see this. My ass looks disgusting. It literally looks like, in the best possible way, I just got back from like a really botched foreign country BBL. I actually looked at my body and I had an entire breakdown because why do I look like this? I think it's part of the process, question mark. Front looks okay. And then the back, it's like, it looks like I have a diaper, 1. 2, it looks like I have a heart butt. Like, you know how a heart looks? That is disgusting. I look crazy. Like, I look like a crazy BBL girl and I want to cry. We are going to try to drive today. Let's see how this goes. All right, these are my driving tools right here. We got the BBL pillow, which goes at the bottom. This is the thing, and then you put it behind here. Oh my goodness, this is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be.
I'm taking notes, buddy.
I think I'm fine. I really think I'm fine.
2 hands not on steering wheel.
Jake!
Got it.
I'll be okay. So I definitely wouldn't drive myself anywhere more than like 10 minutes away. I'm gonna see if I can walk around a little bit at Target because I need some clothes. I don't have any clothes to be like wearing out. These are all the fall clothes. This is kind of what I'm looking for. I think a size 4 will fit. I feel like everybody's looking at me even though nobody's looking at me. But because I know how I look, it's just hard. I want to leave already.
We're back home. I thought I was going to be a lot stronger than I actually was. So it was a little bit of like a slap in the face going out. I don't know what I was trying to do, like what I was trying to fool. I looked like a literal wrapped freaking tamale. Like I just didn't look good. Ice water, this is like the #1 thing that I have to make sure that I'm always drinking is just water, water, water.
The massages continued every single day.
Another day, another massage. I'm hoping they can remove my seroma here. Fingers crossed.
I didn't know this at the time, but the draining had obviously not stopped, which caused this huge seroma, which ended up being a huge nightmare in my life, caused so many issues. I was still super swollen and I was still draining, but my incisions were closed. And that is the reason I got this huge pocket of fluid. It looked like a pool that had water inside of it on the sides. It was really odd, but we were able to find this surgeon who removes seromas with a very unique technology. They actually do some ultrasound on you to see where the fluid is inside of your body, to know how much fluid is in there and where exactly it is, to make sure that, you know, it's actually an effective process so that seroma does not leave any liquid behind. He went in there and he showed me exactly where it was. It's that black portion on that ultrasound machine. So he went in and he numbed me, which the numbing burned a little bit, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It didn't really hurt much. It only hurt when he would actually finish pulling the liquid out. It felt like suctioning of my skin in a really odd way, and it hurt really bad. It like made me jump. It felt like he was literally kind of like squeezing my insides together. It hurt really bad, but I actually got a lot more liquid than I thought I was going to be able to get out. My life kind of continued. I started slowly going back into shopping, trying to get myself out of the house. I was hitting new milestones like every single day, and it just felt so good to get back, start being more active and be able to be more independent. I've always been super independent, so this was a super, super, super tough thing. Massages never stopped. The cozy baggy outfits, it was like the whole world at this time thought I was pregnant, so that was a whole nother thing. Some days I loved my body, some days I hated it. It was kind of like a really big mental battle, and nothing could have ever prepared me for this. Like literally nothing in this world. Not being able to sit was miserable. It was so tough. You know, laying down in the back, it was hard, and I started trying to get back into my daily activity like Target, you know, going out even if it was just for 5 minutes by myself, and then back to massages. But you know, it was the house massage, and I just wanted to get back to work. The first time actually that we went out to eat, it was when I was 3 weeks post-op because I needed to go out, and this was actually really nice. I went with my BBL pillow and I went out and socialized a little bit. It was pretty great.
It's my first time at a restaurant. This is awkward and embarrassing. It's okay.
Alterations never stopped. I didn't even film all of the times that I altered, but I quite literally altered my fajas around once or twice a week. Jay continued to make me food, things without salt, without sugar, without dairy. I was just eating super, super clean.
Happy 2 weeks post. I'm currently like foaming up my belly and stuff, but today is September 23rd, which is literally 2 weeks. It's starting to get easier and I'm starting to slowly forget the pain. Right now, I'm more on the mental side of it, and I'm having some issues right now because one of my hips, this can kind of see through here, but this hip is significantly smaller than this hip, and this hip is also like higher, to whereas this one is rounder, and I'm starting to see so many uneven stuff. My face, chin lipo is really peeking through. Like I actually don't have a huge jawline when I'm vlogging anymore. I'm having some swelling in my belly for some reason. I don't know if you guys could see it, but like I got my seroma drained. I don't know, like I feel swollen. I don't feel the way I was feeling the first week. Like I feel just really big, and I haven't been eating salt. Like I've been eating a little bit of salt, but not like I add salt. It's like there's salt in things. And then also my faja burn that I got on the first day is like still there. And yesterday, I think I started getting some more faja burns right there. My butt has gotten a lot smaller already, which is like good. But I'm just like, I'm losing my hips a lot and it's kind of making me sad. But yeah, the little update, I'm getting better. I get stronger every single day. This is my 2-week update. I'm good. I'm getting better.
Guys, I'm getting ready right now because I'm on my way to the airport because I'm
going back to Texas. Today is September 26th. I just got my tickets literally 2 days ago. I am just not loving my results. Like, there's just so many things wrong. Like, starting off with the fact that like 2 faja people completely fucked up my fajas here. So now I need to go buy a new faja out there and then get it fixed out there. My massage therapist out there, I've been like directly in contact with her since I landed back home, and I've been sending her pictures like every single day. It finally got to the point where she was like, you need to come back. Just because my results are not what they should be, and my biggest fear is to like lose a fucking investment. I'm super upset about the fact that I have to go back because I literally have never hated another place more than I have when it comes to freaking Texas. Like, Texas was actually the worst place I had ever been to. Maybe because I was fucked up and I didn't get to see the city, so I'm a little happy that I get to go back and like reevaluate my opinion on Texas. I'm just tired of paying so much money for this surgery. It's not just the surgery, it's like flights, Airbnbs, like all kinds of money that is not calculated in your original total. I'm gonna literally use the same outfit that I wore to the airport last time because I want to be so comfy. Goodbye. Goodbye. I love you, Sharky.
That was literally the worst flight of my life. Like, I was tossing and turning, standing up, going to the bathroom, walking down the aisles. It was miserable, but we have made it to Houston. We have arrived to my massage place. Being back here, it's not a good feeling.
Like, the smell of this place gives me PTSD.
Hi! We came in here with all our shit.
Alright, welcome home. We are in the Airbnb now. I rented out this like 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom apartment, and it actually looks pretty cute. It's like super tiny, but this is the bathroom. Oh my gosh, wait, this bathroom? Wow, it's so big. It's like a whole bedroom in here. And then this is the actual bedroom.
Good morning. Look at my face. This is how I wake up every morning. Just so swollen. Look at my lips, guys. They look like they're literally about to pop. Look, my eyes hurt so bad to open and close.
Hi! They told us to drink a gallon.
So what I was saying is it looked like she had lip injections done just by being on her face all the time. Where's she at when she woke up? She had just woke up. Where is it at again? When she's talking, she's like, I just woke up. Where's it at? Where did I miss it?
Welcome home. We are in the Airbnb now.
Okay, so she woke up the next morning. It's the next morning when she woke up. It was right before this one. It's right around here. She comes in here
every morning, just so swollen.
Now wait till you see her lips from her laying down like this on you know on her belly, but all the blood going to her. Look at her lips.
Look at my lips.
Look at her lips. They look like she had lip injections, and she didn't. And her eyes are also, her whole face is swollen. Now that may be from them taking the fat out of her face. I don't know, but that's a lot of swelling.
Guys, they look like they're literally about to pop. Look, my eyes hurt so bad to open and close.
Hi! They told us to drink a gallon a day, and she very much took it serious. Wish us luck. We're doing doubles today, each of us.
Welcome to the room.
We're gonna begin. I'm gonna lay down here. We're gonna start. Ariana's here. Oh no! They told me we're doing doubles.
Yeah, we're doing
doubles. Oh, great.
Okay, we're gonna begin.
Finish my massage, and you literally won't believe how I look.
What? You could start seeing my lines? I'm literally starting to look like I actually paid for my ab etching. You guys had no, like literally for the past week, I just had no abs, even though I paid for abs. So, oh my gosh, day 2 getting the massage, and you can already see them. I'm so excited of how I'm gonna look. It was so painful, but so worth it. We are back here.
We're coming here to get my seroma drained, and I'm really scared, like really scared, because I know it hurts. I've done it before and it hurts so bad.
These are the tools. I'm in for a good one today. Again, dude. I'm in my gown. Let's take the seroma out. Right there.
Okay. Okay. That's it.
On this, on some of the BBLs that I've noticed, almost every girl gets a seroma where the liquid gets trapped in because the hole's shut and it can't get the liquid out. And so some of the liquid gets trapped in, and then it causes scar tissue. Excuse me. It causes scar tissue for them. And then that causes a hard lump. But they have to always go and get it drained. And I saw this with like 3 or 4 different girls that's had the BBL. So I think if you get a BBL, just know that you're going to be having probably this happen. I think it's just a normal thing that happens.
Not much on this side.
I'm extremely defeated, like really defeated. That hurt so freaking bad. When I got my seroma drained out there in California, like it hurt, but it didn't hurt like this bad. This was like bad. I mean, for a moment when he put it in, it was numb in that area, but then he put it deeper in, and the deeper area hurt so bad. And oh my gosh. And like most of the seroma had already like absorbed into my skin, so it was kind of pointless. And today's massage was also really hard. It is Thursday, September 28th, and we just officially changed our flights to Tuesday instead of Saturday, so we have extended our trip just because I'm not coming back out here. Like when I leave Texas, I refuse to come back unless it's for a vacation. Like I'm just not, I'm doing it. I had to get another Airbnb because this one was booked, so now we have to relocate, and it is just this whole thing. And I just want you guys to take it from me that I am paying double the money because I decided to leave. But we're just gonna keep doing this till Tuesday. Every day a massage, and we do it till our bodies are back to normal. Go to bed, and we're doing it all over again tomorrow. We have done nothing but sit in this Airbnb and drive each other crazy. Good night.
Good morning. Prepping to go do our daily massage. A little bit of makeup just to feel a little bit better about myself. Perfect. And then this is the outfit. You could see the faja, but I'm so tired of wearing like baggy clothes every single day. So this is what we're gonna do. All right, let's call it a day. Let's go to the massage. I just finished my massage and it hurts so bad, but look at this. Look at these abs. It's literally all made in here with all of those wood tools and just banging my freaking stomach till death. And I actually got a marble today, which is supposed to go right here to help shape my belly button, because if not, I guess you have like a really ugly, like unshaped belly button. This is the same place I altered my faja at last time. I have to leave my faja here for like 2 hours or so. They're gonna fix it and we're gonna go shopping. Wow, it's my first time going out without a faja. Wow! We have found the mall and this is massive. We're here because I don't have any clothes, so I'm gonna try to find something, and I'm not wearing my faja because it's being altered, so I feel way better. There's literally an ice skating ring right there. Wow! Good morning. It is officially Saturday. It was a checkout day and I just woke up, and yesterday, you know how we got my faja altered and did all of that? Well, they altered it too small, and I woke up with like my faja burn got cut up again right here, like the initial one that I had, and then I got like another faja burn right here. It was just too tight on my stomach, and last night I felt it cutting into me. So now I have to go back to the faja place and have them fix it, but it's cleanup time because we're checking out of the Airbnb right now in like literally 20 minutes now, and our next Airbnb isn't available till 1, so there's a whole period of time that we have nowhere to go, and I think we're just gonna go sit at Starbucks and like work or something.
We got our suitcases right there, and this is all of our groceries that we have to carry. And then this is breakfast that we just reheated. I don't know how we're gonna carry all this stuff right now. We have no plan, zero plan.
This is the system. We got our suitcases taking the bags, and we got more bags.
We've made it to Starbucks. We have all of our stuff in this corner, and it was so embarrassing coming in here, but everyone was super sweet. If we had like Jake here or something, it'd be a lot easier, but it's just because we're girls and like we're fucked up. Like I can't hold a lot of stuff. It just sucks. Just called my Uber so we can go get my faja fix because I'm not wearing it, and I feel like I'm already getting bloated. He's gonna stay with the stuff. Oh my gosh, so much better. It literally feels so much better. Perfect.
Oh, back at Starbucks.
Feels so much better now that I have it on.
But it is now 1:40, so we're actually able to check into our Airbnb.
Halfway done. Now we just need to take them up to the Airbnb. Almost done. Made it to our unit.
Wow, look at this Airbnb's cute. It's like a cute little kitchen, couch, and there's actually light. Look at that.
So much stuff on it.
Last day. Finally, we have hit Tuesday, and it's my last massage till we can finally go home. We have a flight tonight. One more beat. Just one more. After this one, I'll be good to go.
Last day
Complete.
I just finished my massage. I am on my way to my surgeon's office because he's gonna, I guess, look at my body one more time before I leave because I won't be back till 3 months.
But this is it.
Sick of it.
Sick. Time to undress. Dude, I'm tired of like taking it off, putting it back on, taking it off, putting it back on. Wow.
Got my panties on.
I'm ready. Time to go home.
Her Skims product and stuff, that's what Kim Kardashian tried to tell women, is that that's how she got her body, was by her faja. That's what she tried to say, but there's absolutely no way that it shaped her body like that. Matter of fact, I think she's having to file bankruptcy right now at Skims, from what I heard. Yeah, I think she's filing bankruptcy right now. But there's no way, because people bought them and it didn't shape their bodies like this. And I think that, people quit buying them and stuff because it was all a facade. It was a lie. Stop lying to the people. Like, just say it'll push you in some and, help you to wear your clothes and stuff. Don't say that it'll make you look like you had ab stretch and, a Brazilian ass lift and shit. Don't say that to people. Like, that's why you're a fraud.
Lucky Jake! Finally! Hi, we missed you so much! Hi, Sharky! Hi! It feels so good to be back.
I'm literally sitting down right now taking a poop, and tell me why I look at my feet and this is what I see. I literally have pregnant girl feet. Look at this. It's like my whole leg. Like, are we seeing this? I think I need to put on compression socks because it's actually really scaring me and they feel like tingly, almost numb. 1 month and 1 day post-op. It's my first time driving to my massage by myself. It is over an hour drive and Jake isn't home. He left town. Go film a vlog. And I'm really, really excited. I'm a little scared, but I'm
I'm excited. Let's see how this goes. I made it. Barely, but I made it, and I just got my massage, and I feel so much better. I feel like way less big. I'm flat. Look at that tummy. Wow. My tummy shrinks every day, but so do my hips. I am driving home right now, and I'm in so much pain. Like, I just want to like.
When I first got my boobs done for the first year, I didn't wear anything that showed my boobs off or anything. I was wearing loose t-shirts, sweatshirts. And I remember my brother came over and he was like, Betty, why did you get a boob job? And I'm like, so I would look like a woman. And he's like, well, why don't you ever wear clothes that make you look like you have a boob job? And I'm like, because I felt like there was too much. I felt like it was too much cleavage. Even though that's what you want, when you get it, it feels like it's way too much. It feels like you're like exposing yourself. It's very hard to come out of your shell and be like, okay, I can show my cleavage, because it's not what you think. Especially it wasn't for me. When I first got mine done, like I wanted to hide them and not show anybody or anything like that, which is odd because, you get them so that you have the cleavage. But then once you get them, it's like you're trying to hide them because it's like you're not used to having cleavage or showing cleavage, and you feel like you're showing too much, and it gets a little bit scary and stuff. And yeah, it took me a year before I finally decided. I was like, you know what? My brother's right. Like, I need to at least show like some part of my cleavage, because like that's why I got breasts, was so that I would look like a normal woman with cleavage. But I'm telling you, when you first get them done, if you've never had boobs and you've never had cleavage, you feel kind of embarrassed and you feel like you're exposing yourself. Um, it just doesn't feel the same. It's just a little bit weird. I'll just say that from experience. So she's almost done. Now I wanted to go to, hang on just a second. There was another lady that I had watched that I wanted to go to her experience. Oh, hang on. I don't want to do that like that. I want to make sure I give everybody credit on their stuff. So what in the world? Hold up. This girl almost got taken advantage of. I think in Colombia, they tried to take advantage of her, but I didn't watch all of it. But I want to go back to the other girl so I can give her credit that I reacted to her video right here. This girl here. So I need to save that one. And then we went through this girl right here. I want to give her credit. So I'm just going to go to a different one and look it up again. Now, I don't know what's going on about when I found this stuff. It was kind of strange to me, but people have lost their lives. I don't know. And this was like right after the surgery and stuff. So I don't know what's really going on here. But people have lost their lives and stuff by having these BBLs. So not really sure what's happened. One girl, she's paralyzed. So I don't know what happened with that. And another girl died like right after the procedure. Another lady was hospitalized twice after it. So this is a very, very, very serious thing that they're getting done here, and you have to just be really careful about, what's going on. Now, this is about Florida. This is what I was talking about. So hang on just a second. More than 60,000 people, women and men are going to have Brazilian butt jobs. So let's start over.
This year, more than 60,000 people nationwide will get a cosmetic surgery procedure called a Brazilian butt lift, made popular by celebrities and social media influencers.
They're often called BBLs and actually have the highest death rate among any plastic surgery procedures.
This comes as a Tampa cosmetic surgeon was disciplined this month by the Florida Board of Medicine because his patient died following a Brazilian butt lift procedure.
And tonight, I-Team investigator Adam Walser digs into what experts say causes these deaths and talks to a cosmetic surgeon about what can be done to lessen the danger.
Any comment today? How are you feeling?
You guys want to say anything? It's over. That's it.
Dr. Joseph Castellano walked out of the Florida Board of Medicine meeting after a disciplinary hearing regarding the death of a patient under his care. He settled his case, agreeing never to do another Brazilian butt lift procedure. 35-year-old Audrey Torres, a single mother who lived with her 23-month-old son in Waimama, died after she went to the Castellano Cosmetic Surgery Center in February 2020 to get a Brazilian butt lift. Neither her family nor their lawyers can discuss the case because her estate sued Dr. Castellano and agreed to a confidentiality agreement as part of a $250,000 malpractice settlement, money that will go to support her son.
Anything to say to the family?
You might recognize Castellano from his billboards, dotting high-traffic roads across Tampa Bay for years, advertising his results as just beautiful. Dr. Castellano advertised Brazilian butt lifts, or BBLs, on his website.
This patient here, we're liposuctioning her abdomen, love handles, back, inner, outer thighs, and then we're transferring it all to her butt.
That procedure was performed in 2016. Torres's BBL surgery took place on the morning of Thursday, February 20th, 2020, at Castellano's clinic on MacDill Avenue. According to a health department complaint, complications developed during Torres's surgery, and she was taken to the hospital where she died. An autopsy revealed she died of fat emboli, which is when particles of fat enter the bloodstream and block circulation. As part of his settlement with the Board of Medicine, Dr. Castellano will receive a letter of concern, pay a $10,000 fine and investigative costs, complete 5 hours of continuing education, and will be permanently restricted from doing Brazilian butt lifts.
You've agreed to not do Brazilian butt lifts anymore. Or do you wish you'd never done this procedure?
We don't have any comments.
Castellano declined an on-camera interview, but said in an email, "I cannot comment to the patient's extenuating circumstances, but I do deny all liability in this case."
With the BBL, the main risk that has caused death has been the pulmonary fat embolism.
Dr. Thomas Su is a cosmetic surgeon who owns the Artistic Lipo Cosmetic Surgery Center in Tampa and specializes in liposuction. He's not involved in Dr. Castellano's case, but he has been closely following reports about an uptick in BBL deaths in Florida.
These are preventable deaths in your mind, it sounds
Yes,
like.
I think it's very preventable. If you inject fat into the butt muscle, the gluteal muscle, there are large veins there that if the fat were to get into it, goes right to the heart and lungs and can kill you very quickly.
That's what the state believed happened to Torres, citing evidence Castellano injected fat into her muscle in violation of a health department rule passed a year earlier. That rule came after multiple surgical associations issued a warning in 2018 that BBLs had a mortality rate of 1 in 3,000, greater than any other cosmetic surgery. But a recent study showed that after the Florida Department of Health rule went into effect, neither procedures nor deaths declined.
Definitely the number of BBLs per year has been increasing very rapidly.
Is Florida the BBL capital of the United States?
I would say absolutely it is.
The epicenter is South Florida, where you can find dozens of clinics, many located in strip malls, offering plastic surgery procedures at discounted rates. A report from the Aesthetic Surgery Journal published this year said 25 women have died from complications related to BBLs in South Florida since 2010.
Damn.
92% of those deaths occurred in low-budget, high-volume clinics.
These large clinics, which are high volume, oftentimes require their physicians, their surgeons, to perform 10 to 12 BBLs in a day.
Many patients come from out of town, lured by online marketing and low prices. We found BBLs in Miami advertised online for less than $3,000. Dr. Sue says that's a fraction of the cost of the procedure at a traditional cosmetic surgery center.
Don't budget shop your surgery. You do get what you pay for, and that just invites a lot of risk if you're doing that.
My team investigator Adam Walser with photojournalist Randy Wright and Matt McGlashan taking action for you.
Continuing on with this, a new state law just went into effect, limiting doctors to performing a maximum of 3 BBLs a day.
Saying that $3,000 is what they're charging when my breast implants 22 years ago would have been $3,000, but they were $4,500 because I had it done twice. Holy crapola. Wow. Well, this is what I have to say about my reaction to all of this, is that be very, very careful. Make sure that you're doing it for you, because even the girls on Instagram, they are still sitting there and cinching up their waist, cinching up everything. I'm going to show you the reveal of the girl that we just watched that had all of hers done and what her body looked like at the ending of it. And frankly, it's not something that I would want, but if you do it, do a lot of research. I noticed some of these girls, they did do a lot of research. And if you've seen this other lady that I might talk about, I might bring her out in just a minute. What a horror story she went through. Here you can die getting this stuff done. And they had her in a car for like 2 hours, picking up all these different people, just like shuffling them in and out, like they wasn't even people, when she shouldn't even been in a car. She should have been at the residence. She should have been being taken care of, and all of that. I mean, I can't even imagine going through all that. I know that where I live, there's cosmetic surgery people, but whenever you get cosmetic surgery done, you go to the hospital. They don't just do it in a clinic. So I don't know what's going on in these clinics and these homes and stuff, but it's just really scary. And if you think that you've got to do this to yourself and that this is what you really want done, then by all means, I'm for it, 150% for it. But just be careful about the doctor that you use, the things that the people that you decide to be with and stuff like that, because there's a lot of horror stories, and there's a lot of people that don't even talk about, what happened to them. But on this one, I want to show you the final results of her, and that way that you can see what she actually looks like, at the ending, and what she thinks about it. But as you've seen throughout all of it, though, she really didn't like herself. And she'll still tell you there's still things that she finds wrong. So, I don't know.
Cry. I keep adjusting the little bug that I have behind my back.
So let's see.
I think 23 inches 2 weeks ago, right? Okay, well now when I measure my waist, I measure it at 24 and a half. And it's like,
how did I go up an inch, babe? I'm supposed to be shrinking. Why am I going up?
It's a lot, and I just want you guys to understand that it is a lot, and it's not, oh, she got a BBL, boom, boom, that's it. It's not that at all. It's so much money, and it's so much time. But this is my 6-week update, and this is kind of how my body's looking nowadays.
I'm going to be 7 weeks in 2 days. I'm freaking out because it's just one issue after another. And right now, I borderline, almost passed out because I tried on this faja that's supposed to be a stage 2. It popped my rib in all sort of directions, and I couldn't get it off. and I couldn't breathe, and Jacob couldn't get it off, and it was $250 when we were putting it on. We ripped the tag off, and just like money aside, I have a dent in my butt because of the first fajas that I was using. They were not big enough for my butt, so now on this butt cheek, I have this dent. You guys can see it. It's like a dent right here, and it's just from fajas that didn't fit my butt, and this is the first faja that has fit my butt, but unfortunately it's too tight on my waist, and it hurts really bad in my ribs. Like every time I take a breath, it hurts, and it feels like I'm being stabbed, and I'm just so frustrated.
I am 1 day away, 1 or 2 days away from being 8 weeks post-op. I'm downstairs in my car right now, and I have to drive somewhere, and I forgot my BBL pillow, and my laziness is killing me, so I'm going to sit on my butt for the first time. Let me see. It kind of hurts. Like, it's not the best feeling in the world. It feels hard.
So just know it's about 8 weeks before you can actually sit on your butt. 8 weeks.
They told me to wait 8 weeks till I sit, which I'm 2 days early, but wow, I forgot what it's like to sit. It kind of hurts. It hurts a little bit. I don't know if it should hurt. Maybe my butt's not done healing. Oh my gosh, this is so different, you guys. Like, it feels, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, not super painful, but it feels super sore. Like if I just did a crazy workout. That's the vibe that it's giving right now. Wow, look at me all healed up.
Welcome to the final update. So it is currently November 6th, which would put me at 8 weeks and 2 days. I'm going to show you guys the final of what I'm looking like right now. I literally am so happy with my results. Now I'm finally starting to see the abs. The swelling has gone down. I can sit on my butt. Like, I'm truly in that space where I feel like it's only going to go up from here, to be honest. This is what I'm looking like, which is crazy because I literally have a six-pack. Like, what? Tell me this is not the biggest cheat code in the whole world. Like, I've been wanting this for easily like over a year, and I was killing myself at the gym every single day for a whole year, and I was nowhere near this. All I wanted was abs. And it's so crazy that my body did have abs, but I just never saw them because of all of the belly.
What is my thing doing here? Hold up. What in the world? Hold up. I'm not sure what is going on with it. Hang on just 1 second. It just wants to spin. Let's see if we can go back. Okay, there we go. Okay, so she's now showing her final results, which she looks beautiful, but she looked way beautiful before.
Near this. All I wanted was abs. And it's so crazy that my body did have abs, but I just never saw them because of all of the belly fat that I had. This is what keeping up with your...
This is the thing. I don't know what she's talking about belly fat, because she looked absolutely beautiful before. I don't know what belly fat. She hasn't even had children yet. I really don't know what belly fat, but she looks good before and she looks good after. It's just real dangerous and extremely a lot of pain, it looks like to me.
Post-op looks like. Like, this is actually what it looks like. I still have discoloration in this area and discoloration in this area, which is fine. And I still have a little bit of tightness, like in these two areas. This side more than this side. I do still have my seroma pouch here. Like, you look at both sides. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see it, but this side goes up a little bit. That's where I had my big old seroma at. That's just gonna stay because some of that fluid did get absorbed into my body and it became scar tissue. So let that be a lesson. Please, if you have a seroma, take it out that same day. I've done vacuum therapy on it. I've done cupping. I've done wood therapy. Like, I have done everything to this and it stayed like this. In this area, when I push, my fingers will go in, right? Let me hold. Let me breathe. Just look. I can't talk because then it hardens my belly. Just look and see the difference on each side. This side did not have a seroma. This side had a seroma. This is a hard lump. This
I
is not a
honestly
hard lump. Make
cannot
sure you
see
get
it.
all of your fluid drained when you are draining. I could have totally prevented this if I would have just stayed in Houston a little bit longer. I love the way that these go in. They're still a little bit uneven, and I did have asymmetry prior to the surgery. I always had one that would go in more, one that was flatter. It was just, that's how I was prior to surgery. It just getting the surgery enhanced that more, but we are trying to work through it with my massages to see if maybe I could get a little closer to be symmetrical. But whatever you go in with, you're just...
So that's what I was trying to say, is whether you got one side higher than the other or anything else, it's going to be that way after you get your surgery. It doesn't really matter. It's going to be that way.
Gonna enhance that, to be honest. That's just the reality. The back side is like, my waist is truly, look at my waist from the back profile. It's actually unreal, like itty bitty tiny waist. My butt still does have the dent. You guys can kind of see it right here. It's like a dent that goes in this way, and that happened from the faja. And I don't know if it's permanent or not. Can't really see my butt that well, but he gave me the perfect peach. My shelf is completely gone, which I did not want a shelf. That's like the first thing I told him. My shelf is gone. My butt is literally flat all right here. And then it gets like really perky towards the bottom. It's a perfectly upside down heart, like actually perfect. Like my butt literally looks like a whole freaking peach. It's actually unreal. My neck is looking good as well. This is my incision right there. My incisions on my armpit, this is how they look. So they're there, and these are still really visible. Like you can still really see those, which is not that big of a deal. My belly button incision, it's trying to hide, but it's right in there. You can't really see it. It's literally just like, if I didn't point it out, you wouldn't have been able to see it. I did end up looking very proportionate. I don't feel like my butt doesn't match my body or my hips. I have absolutely zero regrets of what I've done. I literally love it so much. I think that I did the right thing by doing all the research. I think I knew a lot, and I think I went to the correct people in general. If you have absolutely any questions of anything that happened, please make sure that you drop them down below, and also drop them down in the podcast, because that's where I can kind of answer more for you guys. But I feel so much better. I'm still wearing my faja 24/7, even when I'm going out. I'm gonna keep wearing it till I'm 3 months, and then I'm gonna switch over to just nighttime. This is what I've been wearing right here. So these are the side ones, and they literally go right here, prevent you from getting any more faja burns, because, you know, obviously I got a lot. And then this one right here goes like here, and it prevents you from bending. So that's another reason why I don't have a crease in my belly. Like I literally, my belly's pretty flat. I didn't get a crease, and it's just because I've been super consistent with it. I'm pretty much back to eating almost 100% of my salt intake. I would say I'm probably at like 70% of it, and everything I just don't eat with that much salt anymore, but I am eating a little bit more salt. I'm still eating super clean, staying away from anything that's like processed, eating literally food from home almost every day unless I'm traveling. Drinking so much water still. I'm back to drinking full on caffeine, but I don't get my drinks full sweet anymore. Everything's half sweet. I'm so glad that I was able to share this journey with you guys, because it just makes me feel so much better that you get to come on this journey with me. And I will always be open about everything that I do with my body, even if it upsets people. I will always tell you guys, this is super important. I've shared so much of my life with you guys that this is a huge part of my life, and I'm really excited that I did this, and I'm very proud of myself for being able to, one, afford it, and two, go through all the pain that I went through. But you know what? Don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do. Don't let anybody rule your life. Do what you want to do. And thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
So this is the thing, is that she looks absolutely beautiful, but she looked absolutely beautiful before. You know, I mean, I guess she wanted that look, you know, the Kardashian type look or whatever. Just be careful, because these doctors are pretty much bringing women in and doing like 15 surgeries a day when they're only supposed to be doing 3. They're kind of shuffling you in, kind of like cattle type of thing. I'm going to play another story and let you kind of hear her story about what she went through, and give you a little bit about, you know, when you're coming from another country. She came to Miami, which is where they're saying that they're in shopping centers. I never heard of cosmetic surgery being in shopping centers. Now, the actual doctor's offices are in like doctor's offices, and then you go to the hospital and get the procedure done. Now, that's how mine was done. But now, I guess, since so many women want to have the Brazilian butt lift, and, you know, the lipo and the ab stretch and whatever it is that they want, they're pretty much just doing it right at the facility. You go in, $3,000, and then you go to these recovery homes. So at the recovery homes, they're also doing some really crazy stuff with the medication, as I pointed out already. and we're gonna go watch another girl's what happened from the time she got picked up to, during her whole ordeal. Ended up having to go to the hospital because her heart wasn't working correctly. Just know that you're beautiful no matter what, but be very careful when you're trying to do these kind of things because they are deadly. They're deadly, like actually deadly. So this is the girl. I'm going to let her tell you her story about what happened to her. And this is the one that also talked about the pills and how they tell you up front that you're supposed to give your pills and just some really weird, strange things that are not exactly legal. But here we go.
To New Curves Recovery House in Miami, in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, I was doing my research. I booked I put down my deposit for my surgery, and I was like, okay, I need a recovery house. I was gonna do a hotel, but my friend said she ain't coming, so I said, whatever, I'm still going, and I booked a recovery house. I wanted to do a recovery house because, what the hell? I'm going by myself, and I won't have anybody take care of me. Not hiring a nurse, might as well go to a recovery house where there are nurses, right? So, looking online, I found New Curves Recovery House. I looked them up, of course, and I looked at the reviews and stuff. There wasn't a lot of reviews, okay? So, I didn't really have a lot to go off of. So, I seen one bad review on YouTube about them. And it was basically a girl saying that, there was this one person who, she was late a lot, and they're just all about their money type thing. It didn't raise red flags for me because, honestly, the place is beautiful. The house is so nice. It's so pretty. There's a pool in the back. Everything's glass and it's white. It's so nice, So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. $200 a night. It was a little bit more expensive than I seen regular recovery houses, but I was like, I want the top care. I'm going. I'm talking to them. I'm booking my deposit. I put down my deposit. I pay for my stay. I decided to stay 7 days or 8 days or some shit like that. And I put down my deposit, whatever. Time came. I messaged them. I let them know what time my flight is. They said okay. Gave me a number to call a certain girl when my flight takes off or whatever. So I was like, okay. So I'm on the plane now. We have a 5-10 minute delay. So I messaged her and I'm like, we're gonna be delayed 5 minutes. My flight is 3 hours, okay? So I let her know that I'm gonna be delayed 5 minutes or 10 minutes, something like that. She said, okay, no problem. So then after 5-10 minutes, the captain is like, oh, we're gonna have to delay an extra 30 minutes. So I messaged her again. I said, okay, it's actually gonna be an extra 30 minutes. So she's like, all right, that's fine. See you then. It got delayed one more time, and I think it was 40 minutes, okay? 40 minutes to an hour or whatever. I let her know that. She said, okay. I said, okay, the flight is actually moving. We're actually taking off now. So it's gonna be exactly at this time. I gave her a time. I think it was I landed 12:40 or something, and originally I was supposed to be landing at 12 o'clock. But yeah, so
and everything, and she's coming from Canada, and so she didn't think to change her money to the US dollar. So she goes through all that. I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit more to where they come and pick her up from the airport. She waits 45 minutes. And then listen to what she says when they pick her up.
That my freaking flight was delayed. You could have said something. I could have went and got something to fucking eat or something. Why would I be standing there? You could have said something. The communication was just not there. I waited. So eventually she shows up. Yeah, she comes out. She helps me with my bags. And then she basically just threw them in the back, and there was a girl in the back. She was kneeling down And me being a nice Canadian, I was like, hi, saying hi to everybody in the car. There was like 2 other girls in the car, right? But the girl in the back, she looked like she just came out of surgery, So she's kneeling down, holding like the back of the seat.
And the thing is that now that this girl has been telling her story, she had just came out of surgery. And they're running around picking up other girls from the airport, picking them up from appointments, picking them up from different things instead of taking the girl immediately to the house, or to get her massage or whatever it is. They're running around with these girls right immediately after surgery for hours in these vehicles, for hours. This girl talks about how she even was in there for 2 hours after her surgery and she threw up all over the place. Like, yeah, you don't want to be doing stuff like this. This is very unprofessional, and this is not what you do. And we're not herd of cattle. We are actual people, and this should never be done to another human being.
Thing. And I was like, hi. And she didn't say shit to me. Like, she was fucking mad. Like, I don't know what the hell her problem was to this day, but she was hella rude. So yeah, I'm like talking to the driver. Like, this is my first time in Miami, and I'm just loving it. It's so beautiful. We're having a good conversation. She's talking to me about this and talking to me about that. So here's where the problem starts, okay? I haven't traveled like that, okay? Like, I really haven't traveled like that at all. So I was assuming that I could go anywhere to exchange my money. It would be no problem. Like, I brought Canadian money. So I told her, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to just need to exchange my money somewhere. And she was like, oh, yeah, okay, we can go to Wells Fargo or something like that. And I was like, okay, yeah, totally, no problem. Cool. So I also had pre-op because I flew in the same day as pre-op, right? You go back to the house to drop my suitcase off first. And then the girl in the back, she's trying to get out the car. So I'm going to go get my suitcase out the trunk, right? So that she can help the girl out the car. So I'm like, oh, I got it. She went to go get it. So I'm like, oh no, like I got it. You can help her. It's like, no, she's fine. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then she takes my suitcases and brings it inside, right? And I'm just here looking at this girl. This girl looks like she's in pain. Like, she's walking so slow. Like, she's in real pain. Like, I didn't know she just came out of surgery that day, or like, And in my head, I'm just like, you know what? Like, damn. She's probably not having a good day. She's probably in so much pain. She has an attitude. I'm like, whatever. So I go open the door for her because, like, this lady went inside. She don't care. So I open the door for the girl because she's struggling to get in. I open it for her. I hold it open. And she just walks in. Not even a thank you. But I'm just like, hey, maybe it's a Canadian thing to have manners. I don't know. I was like, yeah. So to the girl, she comes down and she's like, okay, yeah, let's go to pre-op.
To be honest.
So I was like, okay, yeah, after pre-op, we can go exchange my money. She's like, yeah, we'll look for a Western Union or whatever. So I was like, okay. So on the way there too, she was like, oh, you're supposed to let her know about these stuff, and how are you gonna pay for tonight? I could send money through PayPal right now and pay for like 2 nights, and then whenever we exchange my money, I could just pay the rest. It's easy. She's like, okay, whatever. Go to pre-op, whatever. I'm finished at pre-op. I call her. She's right there. I was like, hey, cool. Yeah, let's go get my money exchange now. We go to a freaking Western Union that's like connected to a pharmacy and like all types of shit. It wasn't like a real Western Union by itself. So I couldn't exchange my money because they don't do that shit. Like, they only do like other shit. Other like little shit, right? So came back to her. I was like, yeah, I can't exchange it. Like, they're not letting me do it, whatever. So at this point, it was like 4 o'clock or something. It's 4 p.m. And she's like, oh, all the banks are closed right now. So we're going to have to do it tomorrow, whatever. So like, whatever. I sent her the PayPal. She said she got it. I was like, okay, cool. We're great for the day. So like, I don't know. When I walked in, everybody had an attitude. I don't know. And I was like, hey, like I'm minding my own business. So yeah, they introduced me to everybody. There was a lady there that was so nice. She was so sweet. And like I got along with her the best there. And like she was just the sweetest. She was asking me where I was from, and we were just connecting and stuff. And we were talking about the surgery and all this stuff. Like she was such a sweet lady. She really helped me a lot. So the next day comes, and I'm just sitting here like not knowing if I'm gonna freaking have surgery or not, right? I told you guys this in my other video. So I finally get the call I'm gonna be able to get surgery the next morning. So they're like, yeah, okay, be ready at this time, whatever. She was late picking us up. It was me and this other girl, I think. Was it? I don't remember. It's always a bunch of us in a freaking car. I don't know why, but whatever. I guess other people had to go other places too, whatever. So I was like, whatever, I don't care. Like, bring me where I need to go. She was late. She took like 30 minutes to get to the house to come pick me and another person up. I went to go get my surgery. And then, like I told you guys in my last video, this girl was an hour late picking me up from freaking surgery. And I was just like, I'm over this girl at this point. Like, what is going on? Yeah, when it comes time for her to come and help me out of the freaking wheelchair, I'm dizzy as hell. And she was just no help. It's like, you got it. Like, I'm just like, what? Like, I don't got it. Like, you need to help me, lady. Like, literally, I felt one finger on my back so I wouldn't drop. One finger. And you know what? I was out of it. I was like, whatever. I don't care. So I'm laying down now. And, I just came out of surgery. So I'm calling my people to let them know that I lived. So we're driving now. And I'm talking to them. They're like, oh, how is it? How are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm good. I was still a little bit like, on the anesthesia. I was eating a croissant. And like, she just gave me some pills. She's like, here, take these. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I could be drunk, I could be off the anesthesia, I could be anything. Like, I'm not dumb. Like, what are you giving me? Like, I'm going to ask, what are you giving me? She's like, just take it. Like, what do you mean just take it? I'm not just going to take it. What is it? Like,
Okay,
she's like, it's pain medicine.
I'm a certified medication aide. And I want you guys to listen to this really closely for people that are thinking about getting BBLs or whatever. Go research your pills. Research what they say on them. M360 is hydrocodone. I can't remember what the Percocets are right now, but go research what they say on them, even the generic. That way, when they hand you the pills, you will know exactly what you're taking. Because when she says that they gave her 3 pills and just told her to take it, no, don't ever just take what somebody hands you. She said she researched everything. Research the medication. Research that they're going to give you Percocet tins. Okay, go research all different brands of, like, if they go to Walgreens or wherever they're purchasing the pills, research what is written on those pills so you know that that's the pills that you're being given, because otherwise you could be given fentanyl for all you know. You don't know. You don't know what these people are giving you. And the way that she talks about these pills, there's a whole nother ball game going on with these pills and this Florida facility. I'll tell you that right now.
So I was like, fine. I'm like, and she gave me like 3 pills. I think it was like 3 pills. And I was like, I just take them all? Like all of them? She's like, yeah, take them all together. And I was like, oh, all right, okay. So I took it anyway. I feel the car stop now, okay? So I hear the door open, and then I hear it close. Obviously her door, right? So I'm on FaceTime with my peoples, and then they asked me, they're like, oh, where are you right now? And I looked up, and I was like, I think I'm at I think I'm at another surgery center. So, because I think from all my research and Googling, like I know all the surgery centers, right? So we went to, I think we were at Seduction. So I looked up and I seen Seduction. I was like, oh, that's a Seduction. I was like, but I was like, yeah, I think, I don't know, I'm at another place. So they're like, oh, where's the girl that's supposed to be watching you? You know, like obviously the driver, the girl who picked me up, right? I was like, I don't know. I think she stepped out because I heard the door open and then I heard it close. So I assumed, okay, there's another girl. You're probably picking her up right now. You probably went out to help her, right? So I was like, yeah, I think she went out for a second. I don't know. So then they're like, they start going off, obviously. Like, what do you mean? She gets out the car. Like, why is she leaving you? You shouldn't be alone. Like, what the fuck is this shit? And like, they start going off, but I'm just like on the anesthesia. Like, I'm good. Like, right now I'm okay. Like, you know, I had this bitch in the front, and I guess she made a call, and she's like, I don't know, but there's some shady bitches in the car. I was like, oh no, I guess she isn't here. Because like, what the fuck? First of all, why did the door open and why did it close? I don't know. And second of all, who's a shady bitch? It's not me. So I was like, I'm gonna call you guys back because I don't have time for this shit. I really don't. Like, I just came out of surgery. I can't be cursing nobody out right now. Like, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. So tutus, the friggin' back of the van opens up and they bring in a next girl. I'm like, what the fuck, yo? Like, get me home. And mind you, we waited there a while. We waited there for like a good, I would say 15 minutes. Like I don't know what was taking so long, but we waited there for like 15 minutes. And in my head, I'm just like, shouldn't y'all be taking me home?
Yeah.
Like, you can't pick up another girl on your own time. I don't know. I don't get it. So yeah, there was another girl in the car, and then we rode home. I don't remember if we talked for a little. I feel like we talked for a little bit, and then we both just went to sleep. So we finally get back to the house, and I'm trying to back out of the car, and I'm in so much freaking pain. And I'm like, are you gonna help me? She's like, yo, no, I got you. And she has her hand like this behind my back. Like, literally, this is my back. This is her. If I fall, what's gonna happen? Like, what's gonna happen if I fall? Like, somebody make it make sense. Like, I was so upset. It wasn't making any sense. It wasn't making no sense. So yeah, I finally get inside, dizzy as hell, and lady helps me upstairs. You know, she brings me food and stuff, and yeah, that was my first night. No, that was my second night sleeping there. My first night having surgery. My first night out of surgery. So the next day now, remember I paid for the first 2 days. So the next day, I keep telling this girl, I'm like, I need to go to a bank. And you know what? I missed something. The day before, when we were on our way to surgery, I asked her, I said, how much would it be to take me to get an iron infusion tomorrow? Because I read something that they will take you places for like an extra $25 or something like that. So I was like, okay, whatever. I need to get an iron infusion tomorrow because I already know my iron's going to drop. So I asked her in the car, I'm like, how much would it be for there and back? She's like, oh, I have to ask the owner. It's probably going to be like maybe like $50. Like, I don't care how much it is. Like, take me there. It's like, yeah, I'm going to ask her. Whatever. I told the house staff there, okay, that I need to get an iron infusion. So like, okay. So I had to go to my checkup, right? After you have surgery, you have to go for your checkup or whatever. And I got a massage at the same time, right? So there was a guy who came this time to pick us up. He brought me to my post-op appointment. And then when it was over, he was about an hour late. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on with this place? Like, you guys don't time shit out properly. Like, why do I have to keep waiting? I'm in fucking pain. Why do I have to keep waiting? He finally picks me up, and he and the other girl that came with me in the car there, she's in the car for when he picked me up. I'm like, I have an iron infusion. This is where it is. I need you to go. She's like, oh, did you talk to whoever about it? I was like, yeah, I did. So I was like, they said that if I pay like $25 or something like that, you can bring me. He's like, yeah, I'll bring you. And I was like, also, I need to exchange my money somewhere. He's like, oh, yeah, we'll go to the bank. We went to a bank, tried to exchange it. For whatever reason, we could not exchange the damn money. Like, I know that we could have went into an airport, but like, we should have did that. Cause like, I just didn't know. I thought it would be so easy to exchange my money. Like, I thought it was gonna be so easy. I don't know why, but I thought it would be. Cause you know, here in Canada, I can name 20 different places I can go exchange my money. So I don't understand. So yeah, he's like, he couldn't do it. I don't remember the reason, but I think, I don't know, something with the bank. The bank wouldn't let him. I don't know what the hell was going on, but it was not working out. Like, it was so crazy. So mind you, this is the third day, okay? So I only paid for the 2 first days. So yeah, I was telling him like, yeah, they said that if I pay you, then you can drop me, whatever. He's like, okay, yeah, okay, let's go. So I give him the address and we go. I get my iron infusion. I'm still like bleeding and stuff and all that. I'm only 1 day post-op. They're hella uncomfortable the whole time. Literally from pre-op or post-op, I went to my iron infusion. So post-op was like, I think it was like 12 o'clock. My iron infusion was done at like 4. So I didn't eat anything but breakfast. So I called my driver girl. No, I messaged her and I said, okay, I'm done my iron infusion. Can that guy come pick me up now? She goes, what guy? She's like, where are you? I told her where I am. She's like, oh, honey, no, we don't go all the way down there. I was like, what? She's like, no, he wasn't even supposed to take you there. I don't know why he took you there. So I'm like, I told you I was getting iron infusion. You said all I had to do was pay some money and I could get the ride. She's like, no, that's out of our district and we don't drive that far. I was like, so why did your driver bring me there? Why? Somebody explain it. Why did he do that then? If he knows the rules, he knows he's not supposed to drive this far or whatever. Why did he bring me there?
So she gets in a fight with the girl on the phone for quite some time. And then finally she gets in an Uber and she gets back there. But then something happens with her heart. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. Because she goes through that whole ordeal.
And nobody's taking it serious, and I don't understand why. Like, are you guys not trying to get paid? It's not making my bread. Your bread. Totally understand. So I was in the back of that car.
Fucking the Uber that comes and gets her already picks up people like this, and they already understand you're in a robe and all this other stuff. But the girl tells her, go across the street the way that you are, post-op, you know, bleeding everywhere, in your robe and your house shoes and your bonnet, and go into the mall and exchange your money. Like, what? She was at the airport for 45 minutes before they picked her up. They should have said, go exchange your money and we are on our way. That would have gave her plenty of time to exchange their money and all this stuff. I mean, especially she's at an airport at the time.
The car was just bumping everywhere. And it was just so unpleasant.
Let's go on to her getting back to the house.
Looking at my medications, I don't know what I can take with what. I don't know when I was supposed to take this. I don't know.
That's why I say it's so important for you to research the medication, because more than likely they're going to give you a Percocet 10 because that's one of the highest medications for pain. So you're having a lipo done, a BBL, more than likely they're going to give you Percocet 10s. So always research, like whether it's Walgreens or Walmart, what the generic brand is, whatever. Always research that stuff so that you know what they're giving you.
I have to take this. Like, I don't know. And then I'm on top of that, I'm like, where the fuck are my shots? Like my blood clot shots. I'm supposed to have those.
So evidently she done a lot of research on what she's supposed to have. So she went and got that protein or the iron infusion, because you have to have a lot of protein, which the other girls didn't get that done, but she went and got that done. And then she's looking for these shots that stop the blood clots or whatever. They're going to tell her they're $300 a piece.
Like, where are those? So the freaking girl comes in. She's like, oh, what's wrong? I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm missing medication. I don't know what I need to take with what. Like, it's just too much. And I'm like crying. Like, I'm bawling. I don't know. Like, my body's sore as hell. I was supposed to done take a bath. And I was out of my faja the whole entire time because after my massage, I went straight to get the iron infusion thinking it was going to be quick and I can go fucking back home. So I was out of my faja the whole entire time, swollen as hell and fucking bleeding everywhere. I was telling the girl, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to take. Like, I don't know. So I was just frustrated. So I was walking to the freaking bathroom because, like, I need a bath. Like, I've been bleeding all over myself all fucking day. And what the fuck? So the girl, don't walk away from me. Like, who the fuck are you talking to? You can't be talking to me. It's not me that you're talking to. So I turn around. I'm like, who are you talking to? Like, what? Pardon? She's like, we need to figure this out. What is the problem? What medication are you missing? Do you want me to call, what's her name? The freaking driver girl is always fucking
and the girl follows
for the other medication. So I was like, okay, why wouldn't you pick up the fucking medication? I knew for a fact that.
Now this is shady. I'm going to just address this. This is shady. I don't care who tells you to give your medication to them. Never give your medication to anyone, and never take other people's medication. It is highly illegal. What they are doing at this place in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, wherever it is illegal. Illegal.
They pick up the medication and they buy it with their own money, and then we have to pay them back the money. And on top of that, we have to give them a pill too. We have to give them like a couple pills from like the other girls.
Don't ever, ever, ever give anybody your medication. Never. That is a big no-no. She got this done in the United States. This is a big no-no. I don't know how they're getting away with this. I mean, I don't know. They're telling the girls you have to give up so many of your pills, and then we give you pills of other people, and then we give them back the pills. No, this is where people start stealing pills. This is where the pill market starts happening. This is highly illegal. They shouldn't even be picking up your medication. You should be in the car with them as they pick up your medication. You should have that bottle with you the whole entire time. The whole entire time. Never do this. Never do this.
Pills that they're taking from. It's fucking weird. It's very weird. Like, they take from other girls' pills when we don't have our pills yet, and then when we get our pills, they have to take some of our pills. And I don't really know if that's what's really happening, but I don't know. Anyways, she probably thinks in her head, oh, she doesn't have the money, so I'm not even gonna pay $300 for those that medication because she probably don't even have the money. She can't even pay for her stay here. Like, no, I need that shit. Go fucking get it.
Definitely have to come back for a vacation.
I told you guys this in the last video. After all that shit calmed down and I ate food and whatnot, my heart started dancing, and I was like, oh no, hell no. It was fucking weird. Like, there was like a long ass pause in between beats, and I play with my heart. So I messaged the girl, the owner, and I said, honey, I need to get to a hospital ASAP. Like, what are you saying? She's like, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, now you're scared, huh? She's like, oh, what's wrong? I was like, I'm having heart issues. Like, get me to a hospital. She's like, okay, I'm going to come for you. 15 minutes later, oh, I'm here. So I go downstairs. Some nigga shows up at the door, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna take you to the hospital. He's like, oh, I'm the part owner. So I'm guessing that's like her husband or something. Okay. I was like, fine, whatever. Like, I don't care. just fucking take me. So he made the van so nice and comfy at the back so I could sit. That was another thing. The back there was uncomfortable as fuck. It was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable.
Pardon her language for F on every other word. You know, some of us cuss, but this is a lot of cussing. So I apologize because it's a lot of cussing. A lot. I don't know how old this girl is, but a lot of cussing. So I apologize for her.
It literally felt like it was, she just laid down one piece of blanket and a pillow, and there was some stupid fucking rug the whole time in my face. And it's what it felt like the whole time, every time she would pick us up. So when I actually got into the freaking car and laid down in the back, and it actually was comfortable, I was shocked. Like, what? Since when? Since when is this supposed to be comfortable? The fuck? Yeah, he's talking to me, asking me how everything's doing, what's going on, how was your time here? I started going off. Like, nigga, how was my time here? My time hasn't been right. Like, yo, like, these people can't exchange my money. I don't know what the fuck is going on. The treatment is crazy. This young bitch is about to get it. Like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. You have this business you're running, and these people are fucking running amok. Like, what's going on? Nah. He's like, honestly, I'm so sorry. I don't know why they can't just take your money and exchange it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm going to rectify all of this. I'm so sorry. You shouldn't be treated like this. Blah, blah, blah. I low-key feel like he was only telling me this so that I wouldn't do a review like this. But, it didn't work. He's like, yo, I'm gonna handle it. Just, in the morning, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna get your money and I'm gonna exchange it, whatever. So I was like, okay, you know what? Perfect. Like, that's all I've been wanting. Like, I don't understand. That's all I've been wanting. It's not making sense. That's all I've been wanting. So I was like, okay, sounds amazing.
I don't know.
After I was done, I got my fluids, whatever, iron hella low. I text, said I'm done. She said, okay, he's coming back to get you. Like, bitch, fuck you. He comes back, and he has this soothing music playing in the background, and he's listening to like a podcast or something. It was just a nice experience. So, he apologized again. He helped me all the way inside, and he was a very nice person, okay? But like he said, in the morning, he came and took my money, and went to go exchange or whatever. And then she sent me a message. She's like, oh, what are we going to do about the PayPal? Because it didn't go through and blah, 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 blah. So she's like, you need to cancel it because it's saying that it's going to take 27 days and I can't wait that long. I was like, whatever. So I go look on the friggin' app to go cancel it, but then it says confirm or some shit like that. So I just press confirm, and then 2 seconds later, she's like, okay, never mind, I got the money. How you doing? Bitch, fuck you. Yeah, 2 seconds later, he came back with my change, and I was like, okay, relax. Like, what the fuck? Why did it take so long?
Okay, so anyway, we're done with this now, and like I said, people want to get BBLs done or anything else, more power to you. Just be very careful. One of the main things, you guys research everything, but you don't research the medication. Research the medication. Make sure it's you picking it up. Don't let somebody else pick it up. The last girl, we went and seen what happened with her, and some guy signed for it, and they had a hell of a time trying to get her medication because her Percocets were stolen, and she was doing this as a promotion. So all of this was being recorded. And yeah, there's a lot of shady people out there, especially when you're coming from a different country. They're going to take advantage of you and stuff like that. So just be very careful. But my suggestion, from what I've been watching about the girls, going to these places and then going to these homes and stuff, get your own medication. Take your own medication. Don't give nobody medication. And if they're trying to do that, call the police. It's illegal. It's illegal. Nobody should be picking up your medication either. They're not supposed to pick up your medication. Okay, so until next time, leave your comments down below as to what you think. I think whatever makes someone happy, they should go and get the procedure done. I'm not against plastic surgery. Just be careful because, Kim Kardashian lies and says that the faja is what made her body look like that. And it's not. they had to go get she had to go get the Brazilian, butt lift or whatever it is. And, her ab stretch or whatever it is that they do, and also make sure that you're doing it for yourself and not for Instagram or anyone else. Because I'm noticing a lot of these girls, after they get it done, they ain't even got a boyfriend or nothing. So I don't know what happens with that. So just make sure that you're doing it for yourself and that you're happy with, what happens and stuff like that. But if you're researching, also research the medication and research what the medication says, whether it be generic or whether it be real. It's more than likely going to be Percocet 10 that they're going to give you. Research that stuff. And don't take medication from someone else. Don't just let them hand you pills and be like, here's 3 pills. Just take these. And don't give other people your medication either. That's highly illegal. And not only they can get in trouble, but you can get in trouble. I know that for a fact. I'm a certified medication aide. So anyways, have a magical day. This is just showing you the do's, the don'ts, what goes on with BBLs, and my reaction to it. My reaction to it is it looks very painful. It seems like the recovery is a very long time, at least 8 weeks before you can set on your behind. And just know that you're in for a long journey, and it's not something that I would want personally, but everybody's different. And when you're younger, you can go through all that pain. Us as older women, I don't think we could quite handle all of that at these ages. No. My mom had a tummy tuck done and liposuction and all of that. And within 2 years, she was back to looking like herself again. So I wouldn't want it done. Personally, I wouldn't. But if it makes you feel better and it's going to do better for your career, if you're a social influencer or whatever, more power to you. Just be careful of who you trust and be careful of the medication. And I will talk to all of you soon. Mwah. I'm out.